Is it live now? My mic's hot as well. Hey everyone in chat. Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Wizards and Wardrobes. Now, you may already hear in my voice that there is a slight croak going on. So today I will not be doing many voices. Today it's going to be mainly story play, none of my deep Scottish accents. Although, funnily enough, Scottish is about the only accent I can do with a sore throat. But still, don't worry about me, I've got plenty of tea. And we will get through this. Now, first of all, if you're here for the first time, check out our social links. If you're not already a part of our Discord, you should be. It's a wonderful, inclusive place where you can learn about D&D safely, and play D&D safely, and all the other things safely. Also, if you want to get into a game, head over to Twitter and send me a DM, and I will get you in a game. It's as simple as that. Next up, we have YouTube. Our YouTube, it's a well-oiled machine. Our YouTube's a well-oiled machine now. You can you can see our videos coming up the day, like after the 24-hour mark. Every day you'll see our videos coming up the next day, so it's very worth checking out. I offset them a little bit. I set them a little bit later because otherwise, because all my shows are at the same time, you'd have my YouTube videos coming out at the same time as my Twitch shows, and well, you know, I don't want you guys to all go and miss it, you know. What we got next? We have I have not done my days to go thing. I am a pro streamer, everyone, but I have a cold. So I am making mistakes left, right, and center today. Bear with. We have 3 streams to go. This is the 3rd to last stream until we've reset our goal for the month. So we've got that little stretch goal there. The stretch goal is a bit of a dream, really. We weren't expecting to hit it. We weren't expecting to hit our monthly costs in the first month. So thank you all so much for your support so far. We look forward to carrying on with this venture. Thank you so much for validating us as a stream and believing in our message. If you would like to support us in other ways, we also have a Patreon where you can support us. We're bringing regular content to the Patreon, including articles, including voice lines, including all sorts of stuff. We're putting a lot more into the PayPal, so it's very worth checking out. And it's not all locked behind Patreon locks either, so if you want to go and check out some stuff for free, head over to the Patreon. We also have merchandise. I'm not wearing any at the minute because it's all in the wash, ready for MCM Comic Con. So if you're at MCM Comic Con, make sure to look out for the logo, the Academy badge. on me and Alice will be twinning in our academy stuff. So look out for us there. You can also support us by supporting our sponsors, one of whom is Bird in the Storm, who will be creating content for us in January. Until then, you can go and check out their Teespring merch. It's very comfortable and very, very nice. Today, we will be using a little bit of Mage Hand Press stuff in our Feywild adventure. You can also we mainly stream their Dark Matter stuff over on Thursdays at 1 PM EST. So that's worth checking out as well. So yeah, go and check that out. Yeah, so I think that's everything from me. Is that everything from me? No, we also have a competition for some dice, and of course our fantastic tweet. Every 10 retweets we get a Wild Magic Surge, so check that out, you guys. Send us them retweets. Every 10 retweets a Wild Magic Surge, so head over there and retweet now, and I will update our thing, because we already have 3, so thank you very much for your support so far. Next, let's go around the table and discuss who our players are, and what they'll be doing this week. So we will start in the bottom left today with Tahina Randale.
All right. Hey, everyone. I'm Tahina. I'm playing Forja Flamemane, Fire Genasi Druid, the daughter of the desert, who just escaped the pocket dimension she originated from and ended up in Waterdeep. And the last thing she did was step through a portal into the Feywild.
Ooh. So this time we'll go around the outside and we'll go across next to Talinia. Oh, hi, Rachel.
Oh, hi. Yeah, so I'm Rachel. I'm playing Taziel, the Aasimar Warlock. And last session was a lot of chaos. People keep dying outside my pub, and it's causing some grievance, to be honest. And then I was told to set fire to my sacred tree, which I did. And now we've been pulled through into the Feywild, which is very exciting because Taziel has wanted to go to the Feywild for a very long time. And that's me.
Fantastic, thank you. Next, we have Chorus. Oh, hi, Chorus.
Well, hello there. I'm Chorus RPG. I'm going to be playing the Eladrin Arcane Trickster Rogue called Redleaf. And it's going to be very interesting because this is going to be a little bit of a homecoming for Redleaf. So I can't wait to see what happens here. Okay.
And so last but most certainly not least, oh, hi, Stuart, who has volunteered to do our recap today. Thank you.
You know what? I refused to play your games, so I actually wrote out what happened last week before this happened.
Well, that's an unexpected turn of events. I am very, very surprised.
Get played at your own games, Scrat.
That's fine. That's fine. You carry on.
Hi, everybody. I'm Stuart. I am Hidama everywhere else. I'm playing tonight's, as always, Rapture, the Tiefling Wizard, who is basically following around his sister right now. I'm like the big brother taking their little sister to Disney World, even though they don't really like Disney. Bad analogy. I love Disney. But yeah, I'm just following around my sister as she probably oohs and ahs at everything tonight. But I guess I'm doing the recap as well. So what happened last week is after some peaceful downtime with Forja and Dave and some investigation and thievery from Taziel and Rapture, alongside a lot of enigmatic behavior from Redleaf, we eventually all converged back at the Fey Patron, Taziel and Rapture's tavern, where a bunch of strange happenings went down, including Redleaf acting very oddly as they prepared a ritual without telling anyone what was going on, but the results of it became clear in the end, and Dave appeared to die.
That was dark.
Fortunately, she wasn't dead, and she just believed she was dead, and after some quick thinking from Samael, a local bard and noble, Dave was seemingly saved. And Redleaf dropped the revelation on everyone that in order to open a portal to the Feywild, they needed to set fire to the great tree in the center of the Fey Patron, which, after some deliberation and some people not wanting to do it, and some people wanting to do it, a portal was opened, and a figure stepped out and explained a lot of things which Rapture has no idea about. So Stuart didn't actually write a lot of it down because that was a lot of information at the same time. But explained a lot of things to us and told us that answers awaited us on the other side of the portal, and we stepped through into whatever madness comes next, right here on twitch.tv/Granicus.
That is the play-by-play. There you have it. So, my first question to you all is, who here doesn't have Fey lineage?
I mean, technically I don't.
Excellent.
And Rapture doesn't either?
No.
Oh, did you mention Charlie? That she's not here today, but you should all give you love.
Yes.
I wrote that in chat, but yeah.
Yeah.
Go give her a love.
Thank you very much to Cleric of Cord, who donates to give a Wild Magic Surge to both Rapture and Taziel. If you could both please roll me a 1d 545, that would be very much appreciated.
Wow, it's just getting bigger. Was that 545?
545.
Gotcha.
Can I vote to not?
I mean, you can, but I'll just roll it for you, and and then you won't know what's coming. Oh God, my throat. Okay. Okay, that works.
Sorry, Scrat, I'm in the same boat today.
Yeah, it's all good. Like I said, I'm just not gonna do my Feywild voices so much. I probably still will do as well.
No.
Oh, that works so well. Okay, so you guys are floating through this portal into the Feywild. As you go through, it's sort of a little bit Doctor Who, a little bit Magic Roundabout, alright? It's a bit weird as
Very
things...
British then.
It's very strange. The tree is like you're staying still, but everything's moving around you. And the tree in front of you slowly transforms into a large standing stone. And you are in a field of orange grass with purple flowers all around you. And large trees, which look very much like normal trees, though they are very, very green.
I'm blinded by the greenness of it all.
Not only are you blinded, could the three of you who do not have Fey ancestry please make me Constitution saving throws?
$13.
That one?
Okay, well, do you know what? I set a DC of 10. Rapture, obviously you failed this. So I guess it is your connection to magic which lets you down. Perhaps it's your openness to learning it that leaves you defenseless to it as you enter this plane which is highly radiated with magical energy. You get power drunk. It's like a drunk feeling. It's like drinking too heavily. Redleaf, you are immune. As a Fey creature, this feels strange, but kind of comforting. Taziel, as you appear, you feel immense joy, satisfaction, and all the other warm and fuzzies. Which is, not just because you've completed your Wild Magic Surge of having to get to the Feywild, but also Wild Magic Surge 330 is exactly that you get a good feeling, warm and fuzzies. You can't write this stuff, it happened. It's exactly what happened. And I will leave the rest of the scene to you. Carry on.
So, beyond the standing stone, what's around us?
Lots and lots of nature.
Okay. Is it forested nature or like a savanna?
It's not like a savanna. It's sort of like a cross between, like sparse plains. So sparsely populated treed plains. So
Like a scrubland.
yeah, sort of like a scrubland. Not so much scrub though, very much flowers. Think scrubland, but replace all the scrub with pretty flowers.
And several big trees, right?
Several big trees.
I start introducing myself to one tree after the other. We have come to the gathering, obviously, of those powerful creatures.
Do I recognize this spot?
Good question. Give me a history check. And have you been? When was the last time you was in the Feywild?
Probably about 25 years ago.
Okay, yeah, definitely a history check.
Oop, wrong character sheet. That's Fausha.
Boom.
24 crit on it.
So you all recognize this place as one of the unpopulated places that people were looking to put more magical items into. In fact, the last time you were here, the stone that you've just come through was under construction. This stone is designed to be a portal to the normal plane. This is a new court.
Well, they finished it. Guess it's been that long. Is everyone all right?
Wretch just sat down on a rock, like head in his hands. Has never been drunk before, let alone power drunk, and is just sat there staring very intently at the ground, just like, what is going on?
In stark contrast, Taziel is just kind of stepping around, just completely awed by everything. Incredibly excited.
Those of you that passed your DC check on that Constitution save, you'll still feel tipsy from the magic. Okay, but you're not like Rapture over there.
She's used to feeling tipsy, it's fine.
I know that it can be a lot for mortals to come through here, so... but it'll pass, hopefully. The more you stay here, the more you get used to it. Oh, Tahina, you are very muted right now.
Oh, sorry. I was saying Faja is kneeling down, touching the grass with this wide-eyed look of wonder on her face, and she's touching it and smelling it and rubbing it between her hands and then rubbing her face against it. And it smells wonderful. It smells like life.
And I also
Don't eat it. It's probably be bad for you.
Oh.
I turn to Ira, who's on my shoulder, and I say, "See, we made it home in the end. How does it feel to be back?"
Scrap.
Are we waiting for Ira?
Yeah, the snake minion.
Oh, the snake minion. Oh, yeah. This is going to be tricky. Usually I squeak a lot. I don't have a lot of high range right now. So
It's okay, he can just kind of go bleh.
Do you know what? He's drunk as fuck.
Fantastic.
I'm choosing for him to fail his constitution roll. Your snake is lolling about like...
How is
How's Dave?
Dave's not with you.
Wait, what?
Dave did not appear with you.
I stopped petting the grass, jump up and start looking behind trees and behind the stone, looking behind the other characters like, where's Dave? Dave!
Did she not come through with us?
She
Dave?
probably went down the wrong path. She'll be fine, I think. Hopefully. Anyway.
Is the portal gone?
It's time is odd here, and the paths to get here are crisscrossing. It may take her a bit to get here, or she might have been here long before us. So I wouldn't fret too much.
I look around to see if I see birdie feet prints somewhere around, moving away.
Make me a survival check.
All right, you got it.
Wait, how is
16.
Gust?
So you can see bird footprints around you, but they do not match Dave's feet.
You can't have been passed through here. Those are way too small. And I sit down, cross-legged, with this obstinate, mullish look on my face, like I'm waiting till my friend shows up.
I'm gonna turn to
Taziel,
Gust.
Taziel, could you please make me a second World Magic Surge and then carry on, Redleaf?
Oh, sorry. Is Gust okay?
As you try to summon Gust, having dismissed him last episode, you cannot.
Well, he's gonna be upset about this. Alright,
I mean-
well, is everyone good to move?
No, I'm waiting for my friend, Dave the Divine. She has not come here, and you said it might take some time till she shows up.
I mean,
And that could
they
be
have
months.
come through anywhere else? Could they have come through any other gate, any other portal? Or would it definitely be here?
Would I know that as kind of a denizen of the Feywild?
No, what? Sorry.
That to get here, like sometimes the portals you can be led astray, and sometimes you might show up earlier or later than you intend to be, and in a different place than the rest of the group.
Yeah, it can happen. Of course, 25 years ago, things might be a little bit different to how they are today.
Yeah. That's true.
She was holding my hand when we stepped through. So
Well-
it can't take long.
Well, I'm sure she'll be fine. And besides, as lovely as this place is, I do not want to be around if there are any werewolves or any sort of gnomelings nearby, or redcaps. Redcaps are not something that we want to run into around here.
This makes me even more to leave, because if my sweet little bird friend comes here alone, without us, and encounters those creatures, whatever they are that you're talking about, that sounds like a very bad idea to me.
Redleaf is going to look around to see if there's any indications of footpaths, like trails through the forest, any road signs, any sort of like telltale signs of someone being nearby, like smoke or a rooftop or something like that.
Yeah, there is a well-worn path leading to. Well, actually, you've got no reference of the direction at the moment. It leads in a direction over between two trees, and further along you can see some smoke rising.
Which direction, like, is the sunset? Because I'm assuming it's a sunset right now. Or is it not?
The sun is rising right now.
Okay. In which direction?
The opposite direction to where the path is.
Okay. It's a different realm of existence, though, so that might not mean anything.
Well, I'm gonna head towards the smoke. Who wants to come?
Yeah.
I don't think we should stay here. I mean, Dave could have come across anywhere, and then I suddenly remember that I'm holding this book that Dave kind of threw at me just before we went through the portal. Hold on, it wouldn't have anything to do with this, would it? Fauja, did you see when that figure gave this to Dave? She gave it to me just before we went through.
And you think it has something to do with that?
I honestly I don't know, but
What has my father given her? Show me
Let's-
the book.
let's have a look. And I take the book out and kind of look at the cover and start to leaf through.
I looked through the book.
Okay, so. Give me a second as I pull up the. This appears to be a book of spells. There are incantations and things on the inside.
Spellbook.
All of which seem to depict some kind of. This would be so much easier to ad-lib through if I could find the bloody page. Hang on, is there a Control F on this? Yes, there is. There we go.
Wait.
Yeah, you it seems to have been penned in a sort of whimsical hand that is similar to the writing on the leaf, but it does not appear to be Sylvan. It is written in Common. This book is signed. I need to print out this book so much. Don't you just hate it when, like, you know you need 2 pages in a PDF, and if it was a book, what you would do
You could
is
just flip
you
there,
would put
right?
post-it notes on and go, I need that page. But when it's a PDF, you're like, ah, yes, I've looked up the 2 words of information I need. Now I need to go back 100 pages. Let me just scroll.
Is it in my father's handwriting?
It is not.
Okay.
It is instead. It's signed. It's signed. My personal spellbook. Blue Tongue.
Pluto.
Fantastic name.
Forja is standing there like trying to look at her tongue. Pluto. That sounds weird.
Scrap.
Yes.
I've written down in my notes here, powerful magical rod. Did I give that? Is that the rod I gave to my
That's the
sister?
rod you gave to me.
Yes, you gave your rod to your sister. I
thank
remember.
We
Okay.
spent a long time on that one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if I had another rod because I still had it written down. Okay, I can cross that out. Thank you for the clarifying.
You're welcome. So yep, your rod and spellbook is in your sister's hands. I couldn't resist. Sorry. Yeah. So it's full of spells.
And why would this be the reason why she disappeared? Is there a spell of disappearance? I start reading.
I can't tell you, Fausha. I was simply trying to grasp for reasons, to be honest. I don't know a huge amount about it, but the Feywild is, well, I suppose we shouldn't be surprised if nothing makes a whole lot of sense here. Dave could show up anywhere. She might have turned up already, just not in this spot.
I mean, it is not the first time that she disappears. She has disappeared before, and then she suddenly turned up again, right?
I mean,
at the spot where she disappeared.
She seems like a strong, independent Kenku, if you ask me.
She is. She's Dave the Divine. She's the leader of the flock, so yes.
Don't need no man.
I'm sure she'll be here in no time at all.
I have
Or
an idea. We could leave her a message, right? That we go towards the smoke.
Yeah, that's a
Maybe.
good idea.
or maybe she's been eaten by one of the night hags that roams these woods.
Redleaf.
I don't know what the night hag is that you're speaking of,
Oh, you
but
don't
I
know
will
what
kick
the
it till
night
it's a day hag when I'm done with it.
Don't worry, Fausha. She's been drinking brandy.
I am perfectly sober, thank you very much. And if you must know, a night hag is a spellcaster who has descended into madness and has made a deal with demons to become a demon herself. And what they like to do is invade your nightmares and eat at your bones.
I wonder if Lucian will become a night hag at one point, because he made a deal with the demon as well.
Probably not.
Okay, I look around if I can leave a message of some kind. Maybe I could use Druidcraft to let flowers grow, and we are this way.
So what are
Like
you
a trail?
intending to do? Can you describe it in detail for us?
I intend to where you appeared, there's grass on the ground, right? You said it's this bright green color, and I would like to have those purple flowers that you described to grow in such a way that they spell out this way, and then an arrow, and then a trail of purple flowers in my wake, basically. So I will. It's basically like throwing breadcrumbs, but with flowers, right? And I will druid craft those flowers.
Now, how would this look if the spell you intended had the magic put into it amplified by roughly ×2?
I mean, it's most likely not just flowers, but real bushes, right? Like, oh, do you know those tea gardens where there are those just tightly cropped bushes, like up to your calves or something? And instead of just this carpet, it's like knee high.
A full-on topiary.
Yes. Oh yes, I
Sounds
like
pretty
that a lot.
It's just a topiary in the shape of Dave.
Yes, brightly purple and pointing this way.
So, next question. How would this look if not only was your magic times by 2, but you'd never really tried doing magic with flowers before?
I mean, it looked like it would be looking like a very weird poison ivy plant, I imagine.
Red berries, purple flowers, it's
Yeah.
dark
It's
green
It's like
leaves.
a psychedelic explosion on the bush.
Well, there's no missing that.
This is your magic. This is your magic on drugs.
It is beautiful. I say slightly
man.
tipsy.
I would be
I'm
very
so ready.
careful with spells for right now.
I wonder
So you
what the
guys got a handle on the sort of.
what do you think those berries taste like? They look pretty.
I would
Maybe
not
not.
eat them. You're liable to explode.
On the other hand, it is your own magic, so something fascinating could happen.
Hmm.
That's true.
I stand there like with one finger on a berry, like. Okay. Do they look like my good berries? Oh dear. Never mind. They do? They do look they look like good berries. They should be maybe they have healing properties. Fuck this, I taste one of those berries. I'm tipsy and I am brave, so let's test those berries.
This berry has the exact opposite effect of a good berry.
Ugh.
I believe it's like lose 1 HP, is
And
it?
you feel really hungry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll take
boy.
a sip of water from my water skin. Bleh. Okay, don't taste the berries. They are disgusting. They are not good berries. They are bad berries.
that would make sense.
That doesn't make any sense at all if you ask me, but yeah, bleh.
Bad
Don't
berries.
try them.
They wear sunglasses at night. They're always smoking, loitering on street corners.
Bad berries.
So thank you very much to Isriver, who comes in with another donation. Can we please get Rapture to roll 2 Wild Magic Surges, Taziel to roll 2 Wild Magic Surges,
Oh no!
1 Wild Magic Surge for Redleaf, 1 Wild Magic Surge for Falja, 1 Wild Magic Surge for Ida, and 1 Wild Magic Surge for Gus.
Okay, I'll do the 2 for me first.
Got a 192 for me.
And 195 for me.
Uh,
I
one,
have... Oh, after you.
120 and 366 for me.
I've got 486 and 405 for me, and 210 for Ida.
Redleaf, your first lasting Wild Magic Surge. Usually I can throw them at you straight away.
Uh-oh. And I got a 175 for Gust.
The 192 was for you.
Mhm.
We've got... you guys carry on riffing. I'll sort out all this stuff in the background and throw it at you as it's necessary.
Right, I suppose we have to move onwards then.
Besides, maybe somebody has something nice to eat, or they'll eat us. We'll see. It could be
They're
fun.
welcome to try. It sounds ever so much fun.
So,
I'd
by the
love
way-
to see what an Eldritch Blast looks like over here.
I
Good way.
would say let's feed them bad berries, then they will leave us alone.
Maybe you should pick them. They could be useful later on.
That is a very good idea. I'm going to pick the bad berries.
Question: Is anyone a virgin here?
Brother?
Excuse you? Why do you want to?
Question.
I have no idea what that means, but no.
Have you had sex before, darling?
I mean, what do you think?
Maybe.
I'm glad I'm drunk right now and can't answer this.
Listen.
Rapture,
Why?
answer
So-
this question.
What?
And she's just waiting, just like serious face, like not even joking.
It's rude to ignore your best friends.
Is that your answer to "Are you a virgin"?
Rapture, have you not? No.
I'm not telling you the answer to that question, Redleaf. And in the future, just as a point of etiquette, you don't ask people that out of the blue.
Well, you do when there might be unicorns about, and unicorns don't usually take well to non-virgins.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
that's very judgmental of them.
Now, will you tell that to them when they're trying to spear you through the gut?
I will.
no,
How
no.
can you tell?
Look, I feel like you're overstating every. Oh, my head is swimming.
Aziel, has he
You're
ever
overs-
gone out on a date?
I mean, has he?
Yes, has he?
He's like I've seen him go out, but I haven't seen him with someone.
I don't know what the fuss is all about. Have you kissed someone or not?
Do you know what? In your drunken state,
Rapture.
Rapture, thank you. I brought up Zoom and that was my downfall. When I can't see Rapture below your name, I just fall over.
Oh, wait. I
That's
can change it back
It's
to
okay.
what it
I
was
don't.
originally.
I very never really go there. Rapture, as you are in this drunken state and people are talking about all this stuff, suddenly your Wild Magic Surge 120 target feels a very strong urge to fight goblins, fight for goblins' rights. You feel like this conversation should be steered towards goblins' rights and that they need defending.
Look, I feel like the real question you should be asking about is is this a land where goblins are the free people of the world and can act of their own accord and are not constrained by the concept of them all being worshippers of Maglubia?
What?
I don't think there are any goblins. They're at least native to the Feywild. I mean, we've got red caps, which are kind of like goblins, but they're meaner. But they don't have the green
That's like
skin.
your implication there that goblins are inherently mean.
When did you take such an interest in goblins?
Apparently 5 seconds ago when I didn't feel so good for a moment. I just feel this overwhelming urge to be involved with goblins. Probably
is a
because I
goblin?
feel like I've just drank one.
I'm prepared to defend goblin rights, but I don't know what the goblin is.
It's like a small green person with large ears and a very, very well-to-do nature of the hyperness.
Brother, have you ever seen a goblin?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
We need to get him somewhere where he can lay down.
Let's go towards that smoke. Let's not dally around.
All right, come on, you. And Redleaf starts to try to like pick him up, and kind of slings him his arm around her shoulder, her shoulder, which doesn't really work because she's like 5'1".
I
he's-
kind of laugh and I go under the other shoulder.
Wait, how tall is everyone else here?
Tazzy is about 5'10". She's
Same
pretty
here.
tall.
Forja as well.
Wow, I'm like half a foot taller than the next closest person.
How
I'm
tall?
like-
I mean, is this including the horns? Because they're big.
Not including the horns, no, up to the top of his head, Rapture is 6'4".
Am I the shortest
Bloody hell.
one here? That's great.
Listen, my shortest non-dwarf or smaller character was been 6 foot tall. I don't. It's just a thing I do. My character's really tall. I'm
So
not in real
Do we
life,
have
though.
to carry you, all three of us, basically, because you're just so tall, right?
Well, I mean, if we dragged him behind us, he basically comes with handlebars. So
Hmm. An interesting point.
but he might not appreciate that.
Hmm.
Right, you two hold him. I'll lead the way. That works.
Sounds good. You know where you're going.
Right. At least I hope so. The roads can sometimes move on their own. But let's go.
How stubborn
Those
is
are the
your brother? How
Stubborn.
stubborn is your brother? Yes.
Oh, incredibly so.
So you would say he has a hard head? I look speculatively on
Oh,
Rapture's
I see
head.
what you did there.
I'm right here, you know.
But you're drunk.
You it's true though. You could like you could take on an actual ram with these horns. I've always said they're very impressive.
Have you ever tried to go with your head through a wall?
No. Why would I do that?
Through
Most
the door?
walls have
Well, you wouldn't want
doors.
to risk. You wouldn't want to risk damaging them. They are lovely.
I just open the door and go through usually.
And he's not as stubborn as I thought he would be.
Well, they're stubborn, and then there's foolish.
Okay.
Which one are you? Forja says, looking down on.
Wow.
Carry.
As you guys are talking, a rope springs from behind a nearby tree and wraps around Fauja's leg.
A rope?
No kidnapping here.
Fauja,
Oh.
you are being pulled towards the tree. You may make a contested athletics check.
Yes. What is going on? I let go of Rapture. I think, because I'm not so surprised. Yeah, that's a 7.
Can I use my May hand to try to untie her with sleight of hand?
It's not tied, but on a 7, I believe you'll be pulled down and dragged towards the tree before you're making a contested. Oh no. No. On a 7, you pull the rope towards you and the rope comes free. You know, I just guessed based on statistics and averages there. I was wrong.
Never assume.
Never
The
assume.
rope is drunk as well.
And I'd probably like just call out like, "Oi, who's kidnapping elementals off the road?"
As you pull the rope, it pulls a 4-foot black and white bear from the trees, who is dressed in a black outfit, a black leather outfit that covers his eyes, things, everything. He has shurikens and kunai. It's a ninja panda.
It's so cute.
Do I know this ninja panda?
I saw her play.
Are you, I say, holding the rope up?
I saw her
Ninja
play.
panda! And I draw my rapier.
I saw her play like this once. Yeah, Ninja Panda. The panda was called Black Jack, I believe.
I'm gonna
Oh.
tackle the bear.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna tackle the bear to the ground.
Okay,
I heard tickle. I was like,
that's what I heard as well. I was like,
Ninja bear!
okay, so as soon as you start rushing towards it, we will all roll initiative, which means I need to find a character sheet for this goddamn bear.
oh dear.
May I recommend Master Thief? Or Kung Fu Master? Oh, no, it's Martial Arts Master.
Oh snap, Chorus!
No.
Your initiative is bonkers.
Bonkers.
Plus
man.
5. That's some rogue.
That's the rogue shit.
Yep, rogue shit.
Anything. Bear. I'll just take bear. That'll do. Brown bear. That'll do.
What? but brown bears don't have kunai.
Not yet. They don't.
That bear will be Hokage someday.
You better believe it.
Believe it.
No more.
I didn't know we were playing World of Warcraft.
Well, we are now. Okay, the wild
down.
magic surges took us there. Okay, it happened. So
It's the Hidden Leaf Village. That's what's on the horizon. That's where the smoke's coming from.
Oh no. I mean, that's really cool.
So, Chorus, it looks like Redleaf has the highest dexterity, so you get to go first.
Question. Do I know of what clan this ninja is from?
What clan do you think it's from?
Like the Panda Clan, of course.
Do you know what? It's probably from the Panda clan. Like, you know...
It's like, do I know who are the enemies of the Panda?
Panda Boo, of course.
No, I would say it's probably the WW Fae.
Okay, that's great.
Because they've been
So-
trying to coddle the pandas for so long, and the Panda clan's fed up of it.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to cast a silent image behind the bear, and out from one of the trees, there's going to be an Eladrin with he's extremely ripped, like Conan, like muscles, with a championship belt covered in diamonds and gold, in the shape of a giant W, with long flowing blonde hair and kind of a chin strap beard, and just gonna flex at the bear and just like.
So hang on a minute, you said you're doing this behind the bear, though.
Oh, well, that's true. He's gonna rush out in front of the bear and just like flex at him and like "Urgh."
Okay, we can do that. You're giving up the tackle.
Yes.
It's Macho Man.
And
Yeah.
for my action, that's my action, and then I'm gonna move, and when I'm close to the ripped Eladrin, Red Leaf is gonna say in her best voice, is like, "You came to the wrong place, brother."
Right. Okay. Yep. No problem. Macho Man, Fairy Savage, appears, and or the Dandy Savage, as 12-sided guy in chat says.
He's
okay.
got just a mustache, like a twirl.
What is the save for like seeing through your image? What?
It's an investigation check.
It is on a spell DC of 15.
Well, unfortunately, I'm a fucking bear. So I'm probably not going to do an investigation check. I'm just going to throw shit at it. So a kunai goes flying towards the thing. It's not my turn, but that's what will happen in my turn in a bit. It's actually Taziel's turn.
All right. I will move so I'm standing in front of Rapture because he's still kind of drunk and on the ground, and I'm a little concerned about his current state for this particular altercation. And I would like to use my Eldritch Invocation, Armor of Shadows, to kind of draw the shadows around myself to give myself a AC of 13 plus my dex, which is 2, so AC of 15.
That will in fact hit the Ninja Panda.
Wait, what?
Wait, no, it's not an attack, it's like it's an armor.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were attacking it.
No.
So now Rapture has got it.
No, it's
It's on me, but I'm in front of.
Ah,
so I'm
got
like,
it.
She's casting mage armor.
Got it.
That's the warlock version.
Warlock armor.
Okay.
Wow.
And I think that's everything. I'm quite interested to see how this plays out.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, we just had another donation come in. Something good for Redleaf. Something good for Redleaf. A voice. Secrets. Nat 20 to Falja. Bear with.
Hey!
Oh.
Nat 1 to the Panda, an advantage to Rapture.
That's some polarizing donations right there.
It's like spin the wheel.
Mhm.
That's what I'm donating.
Okay.
It's gonna get real grisly in here.
Oh.
Hey!
Pandemonium already. You asked for this, okay? And there was no way I was going to
I
leave it
did
in.
not ask for this.
Well, when we asked the question, there were big paws, so right, next up, you've cast Mage Armor, so next up is Rapture. Rapture, we're going to treat your drunken state. You may make a con save at the beginning of each turn. Until you pass a DC of 10, we'll treat it like the first level of exhaustion, where you just take disadvantage on ability checks. There you
No,
go.
don't.
You managed to snap out of it. The ninja pandas are scary looking, so fuck it. That'll save you up.
I'm like, oh. You know, I actually preferred being drunk. I'm going to use my last spell slot and just cast Hypnotic Pattern. I'm not in the mood. Make a wisdom save, Panda Bear.
Oh!
You goddamn panda.
Oh no.
So the panda is incapacitated for a minute or until it takes damage. Just
Okay.
as I just create this weird shape, this weird like Escher-esque shape with my hands, the panda is like out of it completely.
Okay. No problem. So,
Can't take actions or move.
right. The ninja panda can't take actions or anything. It's just standing in like It's just staring at this hypnotic pattern, and its eyes keep glancing over towards Macho Man Randy Savage. Sorry, Macho Man Dandy Savage. Sorry, my bad. Next. However,
I'm just gonna.
unfortunately, ninja pandas come in twos on this Wild Magic Surge. Falja, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception is, wait a second, 14.
This ninja panda is sneaky as fuck, apparently. It's heavy as anything, but it's sneaky as fuck. It's behind you. It's gonna hit you with its short blade. Does an 11 hit you?
No, it
No.
glances off from my animal armor.
Okay. And then it's going to move away.
Okay. Do I get an attack of opportunity if it tries to move away from me after hitting me?
No, because I'm going to say that that ninjas are rogue types and they get fucking disengage bonus action.
Disengage.
It's
Alright
drunk
then.
or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. It's a ninja
Alright then.
panda. Okay, we're in the Feywild. The Fey bullshit has started early. Like.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
So then, lastly, but most certainly not leastly, it is your turn.
Yeah, well, so he tried to hit me. His friend tried to wrap me in the rope and elemental napped me, and now he tried to hit me with his short sword. So, is there a way that I can step so that I would get them in the cone of the burning hands spell? Both of them?
Not both of them, because one of them was behind you, and the rest of you were
alright.
facing the other one.
All right. Then I'm going to. Let me see. I think I'm just going to do this anyways. Because why not? I will cast Burning Hands. And
Okay.
I need the ninja panda to do a dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
Okay. Funnily enough, for ninjas, they're not actually the best at dexterity saving. 11 though, he meets your save, so he takes half damage. And the ninja panda is
Wait a second. My save is 15.
It says DC 11 on the spell you've put in Roll20.
Then something is really weird.
It sounds like these pandas have had the bare minimum of ninja training.
Just the bare necessities.
Why does it say 15?
Hang on, let's have a quick look at your character sheet. It's been a long time since I've been in Falja's character sheet. What's been going on in here?
Oh, I remember now. It's because it's my Fire Genasi core ability, and that works over Constitution. So it's indeed an 11 instead of a 15.
Okay, so it makes your save and it takes 5 damage.
All right.
It's like slightly singed. It's like no.
I would like to ignite let my hands burn, and I say, "There's way more where that came from. Come here, coward!"
Back to the top of the round if you're done. Red Leaf.
Okay. So the panda that's nearest to me is completely just like stock still right now.
Yeah, it has the incapacitated condition.
Can I use my mage hand to swipe as much off of this panda as I can, including the mask, including the throwing stars, just everything that I can grab while
Okay.
he's capacitated.
So, okay, we've got 6 seconds. So the hand comes in, grabs the mask and removes it, goes down, grabs a kunai and removes it, grabs a throwing star and removes it. That'll be about it. You managed to remove 1 kunai, 1 throwing star, and his mask.
Okay, it brings it back to me, and I put on the mask. It's like, I'm the ninja now.
That's your ninja way.
Next is Tazio.
Alright, so I turn and I guess I see this second panda attack, and I see it kind of come in and try to hurt Falja, and my eyes just kind of like glow brightly for a second, and I say, "Don't touch her!" And then I will throw 2 Eldritch Blasts, because I get 2 at this level, at the remaining panda.
Please do.
I think it's 2 separate spell attacks, right?
Uh-huh.
Ranged spell attacks. So I think my spell attack bonus is proficiency bonus plus charisma, right? For warlocks.
I like it. I'm going to say yes.
Proficiency bonus, charisma, d20.
Cool. I'll do that twice then. Cool.
That'll hit.
The first one hits. Cool. I'll do the second one.
That one does not hit.
Okay. The first one hits. I also have agonizing blast, so I add.
You do have an advantage though, which we did originally say we were just going to use up quickly. So I'll give you an advantage. Roll that second attack again. I don't mind you hoarding
okay,
that 20s, but you're not hoarding advantages, you bastards.
It doesn't matter.
Actually, it does matter. That hits.
Oh, okay, fine. All right, so the first one does 5 damage,
Yep. Okay.
and the second one does 10 damage.
Lovely. The bear is on fire.
That is positively embarrassing for this guy.
I can barely stand this.
I'm gonna make like a tree. Get out of here.
These ninja
For
pandas
sure.
are expandable.
I'm out.
You're
I'm
wild
out. You
searching,
guys
man.
fight the pandas.
Bye.
Okay. Okay, so next, Rapture.
Rapture has no spells and is a wizard, is therefore completely useless.
It's alright, you can hide behind me.
Rapture will stand heroically and defiantly as his underlings deal He's also working off the last remnants of this drunkenness.
Okay. So you're using the fur of the dog.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the dodge action. There we go. I'll do something useful.
Dodge action. Lovely.
Yeah.
Next, we have pandas, one of which can move. It's going to attack at Falja again with its little sword. Does a 17 hit you? What?
Damn.
Nope.
Okay.
I am a creator of magic armor.
And it throws a kunai at Tazil.
Excuse me?
But I'm going to do that at disadvantage. Does a 13 hit you?
No, it does not.
You know, I never thought I'd read the words Ninja Panda, Wakizashi, 20 attack.
But here we are. That's the end of that panda's turn. What does the other one need to do to be able to move? Like make a save?
No, nothing for a minute until someone else goes to wake them up. So there's no saves past that or anything.
So that panda is still just no.
Yeah, they're like Ninja Panda Nakama will need to use an action to shake them out of their stupor.
Yep. Okay. So that brings us back down to Falja's turn.
Okay, so the one who just attacked me, I'm going to. He was wearing leather armor, right? Not, or was he wearing something with metal?
He's wearing like it's essentially just natural sort of hide armor. Like I flavored it. He looks okay. It's got no function. He just looks like a fucking ninja. Okay, it's just natural armor that he's got.
Oh, I see. I'm going to cast Entangle on him. Because as I learned, they are not very dexterous, so he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw.
So basically the floor underneath him turns into quicksand. This hot air swirls around him and sand eddies try to...
I'm actually going to use my
pull him
nat
down.
1 on that. I'm going to use my nat 1. So what happens on a nat 1?
He's been wrapped into quicksand, and this sand eddies is swirling sand and pulled down and can't move. He's rooted to the spot.
He's rooted to the spot. Brilliant. Redley!
And I would like to step up close, not into the quicksand, but no, I can step into the quicksand because I'm a druid of the fucking land, and it doesn't bother me. And I will hold my glass scimitar to his throat and I say, "You stop this right now. Yield." That sounds not like you're yielding.
Little did they know it was all going according to Keikaku.
It's... Okay.
Keikaku means plan.
Yeah, it's all gone caca somehow. So... Where are we at the minute?
I don't know.
It's
I think we're
Redley's
telling
turn.
puns.
Mostly. Redleaf, it's your turn. Both the bears can
Redleaf?
do nothing.
Redleaf has just like kind of started to yawn, and she's just making the mage hand just strip this bear down of everything that it has.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so she's just like watching as like, so how much does she get off of the guy like this time?
Fuck it, everything. Whatever you want, take it.
Alright, I take everything except the shoes because he's still standing up and I can't get the shoes off. So the bear is naked except for his shoes.
Okay.
They bare naked.
Yep.
And I am putting on the ninja clothes. So
Chorus, thank you for your sub. Where would you like your nat 1 or 20 to go? 7 months.
Nat 20. I'm gonna roll a d6 real quick.
7 months. You realise we're going to need to start thinking about baby names soon.
I know, exactly. It's going to Rapture, apparently.
That's right. I don't even know how many I have because of the stream.
Nat 1 or
Now
20?
you have 4.
Thank
Nat
you.
20. Okay. Okay, so you have a nat 20 there. There we go. Cool. Tazil, your turn.
Oh gosh. So one is incapacitated. The other is also somewhat incapacitated. I mean, I'm gonna leave Redleaf to do whatever she's doing, and I'm gonna go over to Fauja and just basically back her up. I assume we're holding off on the murder now. Okay. Yes, what she said, and I'm not actually gonna like try and kill him because I'm not here to kill pandas.
Okay.
Group of people who have never
I
seen
did not
pandas
know if it
before.
is okay to kill him, Roof Mistress. He's not an orc, he's
Honestly,
not an assassin. I don't know
don't
who he allies
I
with.
don't know either. Like, this could be the son of the Panda King or something, and if we kill him, we might suddenly be wanted in all of the Feywild. So I got a bit
Oh.
carried away at first, but
No.
Oh.
No,
I
all
say
the
we take
Feywild
him
knows
prisoner and ransom him. And if you can't, then we can just kill him. And I look very menacing. And my hair crusted. And
Look, I
fired.
haven't done this for a long time, Fauja. I just give you some time to find my feet, all right?
Well, I have this rope that his friend tried to kidnap, elemental nap me with. So yeah, we can just take them prisoner, right?
Yeah, I think that's a good option for now. And if they're not important, then I guess we just turn them free after we take all their weapons. They can't really hurt us. I mean,
Right, so we're out of combat now, right?
Mhm.
Great. Time to put my big boy shoes on. A tree explodes. Another tree explodes. Another tree explodes. The panda number 1 explodes. Another panda explodes. The sending stone does not explode, but it shimmers for a minute, and then a man in a long black cape wearing a helmet with long horns appears in another explosion.
I think we make the dungeon master mad.
I in my ninja garb that does not fit, it sags everywhere except for the mask. Just holding up the two kunai, I go low. Lowe's like, I'm like, watch out! This man has jutsu. He knows things. I'm just like shook.
he does kung fu.
Welcome, adventurers. Tell me, are you Seelie or unseelie?
I'm not quite sure what I'm sealing right now. Who are you?
Some call me
Tim?
Jim.
Do I know this Jim?
Oh, it's Jim the Enchanter.
Have I heard of this Jim before?
Oh, fuck it, I don't know. You tell me. Why not?
Okay, history check. Sure. History check.
Are we going to have to?
Nope.
Nope.
Are we
I
going to
pull
have to
my-
go kill the beast of Cernabog?
No.
No, no. You have to talk to the Beast of Cernabog first.
It's like through the mask, I say, it's like
I hear it.
I am of the Fall Court. I am Amite.
You are far from home, traveler, and it has been many years.
Yes, it has. It's been over 25 in the material plane, and you guys noticed that Relly's voice is getting rather fancy and posh. I can't do the voice, but she's like strained up. It's like it's starting to like remove the mask and the clothes.
You know, Jim, you look an awful lot like an actor I saw once.
Yes, I've heard of him.
Yes.
I've been compared to him often. Popular in the Feywild.
Yes. John Cleats.
Yes, John
Yes.
Cleat indeed.
Yes.
Tell me, Jim, what is your business here in these woods?
I am here to meet adventurers and save them from the piffy clans of pandas and other such bastards who prey on travelers who come through. But tell me, for this area is ruled by a cruel man indeed, who plays tricks on travelers and such. You, my friends, have entered the court the Court of Larks.
As in the birds.
No,
I was going to say
Larks.
that didn't really sound very frightening.
No, I think the man said locks.
No, larks, larks, those that would turn about and fool and prey, break your leg in the name of a joke, kill you even.
Oh, Rapture, we should fit right in.
I have, I've never killed someone in my life.
I heard of this
Have you
court
seen
before.
Have you seen a Cancun named Dave the Divine?
Never in my life.
Do you know where I might find the great Fey patron? I realise now that there's probably a lot of people who go by that name here. And
You wish to visit Blue Tongue?
maybe I do.
Fool, turn back. He shall surely kill you in the name of some joke.
I'm friends with his tree, and she is friends with the tree as well.
That's
I
true.
have a blue tongue. It's got the yellow on it as well, though.
Me too. I am an acolyte of Blue Tongue, and I use prestidigitation to turn my tongue blue.
I would be careful imitating that one. He does not take kindly to such things. And he explodes another tree.
Well, that seems hypocritical if they're the Blue Tongue of larks themselves. Surely they would like larks and japes.
I can't exactly change the color of my tongue.
Well, she just did. Now, Azil, when you use prestidigitation but ×2 magic, what happens?
I guess not just my tongue turns blue, but probably like my lips as well.
Lips. Maybe it starts spreading, like this sort of
Like
Sith
a
effect.
Joker smile.
Yeah. Like, see, the blue spreads around the whole face. You must be careful, you who are not used to using magic in this plane, for you shall die.
Rapture, what does it look like?
I'm going to give you the benefit of not telling you that.
Oh, you're such a joy kill.
I am. Sometimes, and sometimes I'm not. Such is the theater.
Such a drama queen.
Tell me, Jim. It has been some time since I've been through these woods, and my friends here are new to this plane. Perhaps you will guide us for a gift or two.
Yes, come. I will take you to the secret places, the land of the revolution. If anyone asks you Seelie or unseelie, be sure to tell them that you are Seelie bound, for only the Seelie can be trusted. The unseelie are bound to trick you and try to kill you in the name of their maniacal politics.
And what exactly do you expect in return for giving us this tour?
Entertainment. I am a benevolent soul from the Rose Court. The Rose Court. The Rose Court. You would remember, Redleaf. The Rose Court is indeed a charitable court of people who try to help people.
And does his body language express like he's being truthful? Or
Okay.
is he lying?
Give me an insight check. This is going to be DC 18. I'll describe why shortly.
Okay. Well, then I'll use one of my nat 20s for that then.
Okay, so you can see through his large cloak, his hunch, his massive, his stooped body. He has one eye bulging and the other squinting, and his mouth is at a twisted angle that rarely moves no matter what he says. However, you somehow look into that bulging eye and see deep into his soul. There is much trickery here, as there is in all the Feywild, and much magic.
Mhm.
There are truths and there are not truths. Fey bullshit. Bam.
Gotcha. So do I get the sense that he can be trusted to guide us through, or do I expect that he's doing this as some sort of ambush?
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
Hmm.
if it's entertainment you want,
It-
I'm sure we can oblige.
So, like I've said many times, an insight check is not detect thoughts. On a nat 20, you can tell that yes, he is interested in giving you safe passage, but he is also perhaps interested in ambushing you. It's difficult to make out exactly what his things are, even on a nat 20.
Like, Jim, Lord Jim. Truly there must be a way that we can make sure that we are both truthful in this instance. For you, I give 2 gifts. I give you the air from my lungs. And I also give you a life freshly plucked. And I take a bit of the grass, rip it up, and hand it to him.
Your ways are strange to me, traveler.
Yes, strange to me as well. You get used to it.
Yeah.
Tell me, Jim, I have a question of you.
Yes.
It's something I've always known to prove the worth of someone I'm speaking to. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
Well, if it's unladen, bloody fast, because it needs to find a nice female pigeon to get laden with.
A pigeon.
Yes,
Pigeon.
The Feywild really is a wonderful place.
yes, the pigeons and the swallows and the larks and the tits, they all get together and have a gay old time. It's fantastic.
I like it
Especially
here, brother.
pigeon.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, it's certainly something, that's for sure. Well, Jimothy, do lead us the way.
Yes, I shall lead the way. You there, Redleaf, giving me your gifts of air and fleshly plucked life. I shall return in kind. I give you some air from another part in my body, and he wafts his armpit towards you. And I produce you 2 dead pandas. There you go. You can carry those with you. You seem to like their effects. You can take all their effects that you like. Now, come! And he produces a stick from within his cloak, and he uses it to hobble.
As he moves, I turn to the group and bring them in close and just kind of whisper to them. It's just
What the fuck?
there. We might trust him, but as many things in the Feywild, there is trickery in his eyes. Be on your guard.
I
And
trust him about as much as I trust myself, Redleaf, don't worry.
His words are full of half truths and half lies. So have your steel at your side and your eyes at the woods.
Did you say half lives?
I have no steel.
Half lies, yes.
Oh, right, because I saw
It's alright, Fauja. I think you
There-
can get by without
There are
this.
at least 2. I know there was supposed to be 3, but
Yes.
I can't be quite
There-
sure.
interactive plays.
Yeah.
Yes. Gordon
Harry!
Jailman.
Oh,
Go,
come then.
Harry,
Quick,
come
before-
come on! Down the path, waving his...
Oh, he's gone very far away. We better follow him.
Come along.
I take
Thank
to the
you.
trees and
I
start to hop
follow.
along branch
Oh,
to
he's
branch.
Narutoing.
Your arms behind you.
One of the trees, as you put your foot on it, disappears, Redleaf. Please make me a dex save as you plummet towards the ground. You land nimbly, avoiding the piles of squirrels that are laying on the ground. This is a trick tree designed to trick squirrels into leaping to their death.
Wow.
Sneaky, and I get back on the next tree.
This is the
Start to
Feywild as
In-
presented by
in ninja
Bass.
garb. Tree to tree.
Be careful up there! You there! And he points to Tazil. Fetch me some fresh leaves. We will have a little jape of our own. A patrol comes through here soon.
Alright. I'm always up for getting in on some japes.
Yes. And he pulls from his pocket a massive bear trap, which he starts putting on the floor and stretching out and putting the pin in. Come on, bring the leaves, bring the leaves.
What sort of patrol? And I'm kind of like smiling. Ah, ha, ha.
Oh, you know, one of the Imperial Guard. Ha ha!
Oh, really? And then I'm just gonna turn back to them and like, guys, fact check. Are Imperial Guard, they sound good or bad?
Do I know if they're good or bad?
It depends which Imperium, really. You're in the Lark's Court.
Well, we are in the lock. Do I know about the Lock's Court, or is that a new one?
It's a new one.
Okay. It's like they could be friends or they could be foes, but from our guide here, this sounds that they would likely break your bones or
Well,
eat your teeth.
just on the off chance that my patron happens to be of this court, and I have no idea, so at this point it could be any of them. I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't bear trap.
In your head,
anyone.
Taziel, thank you to a donation from Twitter of Vecna. Do not trust the book. I am not of the Lark's Court.
Well, that solves that. Okay, let's set this bear trap up.
Yes, get me the fresh leaves, the nice slippery ones. Maybe we can get a double whammy.
All right. Okay. And I will go get some leaves.
Care you for some wine? He says to Falsha.
I don't know.
He produces a sort of grotty-looking cup, which he prestidigitates, and it sort of gradually shines up to become like a crystal glass. It actually looks quite expensive. And then he pulls out some wine and pours it in. He's like, yes. No, a little too new. Just changes the flavor slightly. There we go. You'll enjoy this.
Insight check. I will use one of my advantages. Wait, you know what? I think I have. I use one of my net 20s to insight check this creature when he offers me wine.
He is again difficult to read. It doesn't seem as though he is trying to hurt you.
Okay.
So,
I exchange a favor for a favor, and I take the wine he offers, and I will hand him some of my good berries. Not the bad berries, the good berries.
Oh, it's very nice. And he takes some of the good berries and just like, nom, nom, nom.
so the food here, is it like most fairy tales where if you eat or drink of the food of the Feywild, you can't go back home?
That question is entirely against the nature of this campaign.
Okay. I'm just wondering.
So, Valja, you drink the wine and it tastes exquisite.
This tastes wonderful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it tastes like, I don't know, it tastes like if you've never had
Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's... No?
Yeah, why not?
I thought maybe.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna go for like a nice, Chateau Neuf de Pape for him, but no, if you want strawberries and
It's
cherries,
a Feywild. It's summer wine, of course.
German sweet wine.
yeah, there we go. We'll have that.
Some
Very nice.
Nun.
Is it better than the mango drink? Asks chat. Yes.
Ooh, it is better than the mango drink. So I'm like,
Wow.
this is very nice.
Yes. Now, we've got our bear trap set up. Your friend, the squirrel boy, is in the trees. Let's carry on. And he produces his stick again and
It's terrible.
starts hobbling away.
It is Squirrel Woman, at least for now.
Ah,
Yeah, let's just go.
you're sorry. I didn't realize you were you weren't ambivalent about such things. And he quickly changes into an old crone. He goes, I too can change at will, but I don't bother with all of that these days. I tend to go with my natural form. And he goes back into the old man. Oh, I've gone a bit low. Hang on. There we go.
I can change my form as well.
Do show. Let us show each other our little tricks.
Want to see? Yes, I'm going to turn into a giant gruel. Giant lizard and
Now,
Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful.
no.
the lizard blushes.
No, I'm sorry.
No?
I'm sorry. but this is
Why not?
this. You see now, I am a creature who enjoys beauty. His teeth are yellow and stained. He looks slack-jawed, hideous.
It's the prettiest lizard you ever saw.
He's like, no,
Reptile is
no.
just a
This
beauty.
the colors are far too plain. Where are the purples and the reds of autumn, the
hold on.
greens of spring?
Can I use prestidigitation to make her beautiful, like purple and like purple and green and orange?
Now you can, and this may please your guide, but would it please Fauja?
I would let you color me purple. Color me intrigued.
We have got so many quotes for today already. I would let you color me in.
Color me like one of your French lizards.
Yes.
Darkness, my old friend. I've come to meet you again.
Well, shall we carry on? We have to
Yes.
get to our meeting place. It's not far from here. Are you
I-
tired of walking?
I snuffle over to Taziel and put her on my back and lizard walk after
You're a very
our
strong
guide.
lizard.
Is he taking us away from the smoke or towards the smoke?
He's leading you towards the smoke. Soon you can see a small tavern sitting between two trees. He sort of leads you across and says, "Now come, and if anyone asks you where do the larks fly, tell them the winter court is warm in spring." And he
You
taps
do
his nose.
realize that's an oxymoron right there, you know?
Yes, exactly, but they'll never see it coming.
African or European lark, though?
Oh,
No, it's the summer larks or the winter larks, but we're the larks instead of the winter larks or the summer larks, and you can also have the rose larks and all the other larks. No, we're getting completely sidetracked here. What's in Africa? Let's carry on.
Forja the lizard is like, looks over her shoulder at Taziel.
Don't forget the coconut as well.
consider the coconut.
The coconut
The
law.
roots of the leaves?
Well, no,
It's
coconuts are
really-
completely common. He conjures a coconut. This, you see these every day.
Consider the coconut. It's all you need.
I pull one off one of the trees, just kind of be like, and throw it down at Rapture. Thunk.
Ow.
Now, but what you really need to do, you take your coconut, these magical fruits, you chop the top off, and like he just does that, and like a knife blade magics its way through the coconut, and he pulls it apart. And now, with just a little bit of precipitation, I know you can do this one, but I recommend you only put the tiniest amount in. And what was your name? Leaf Gatherer.
Oh, Taziel.
Taziel. Sounds
Yes, I like both.
sounds like royalty. A royal name for a royal countenance. Let us put in a little bit of lime. Now you have the lime in the coconut, and it makes everything taste all right.
I must ask, speaking of coconuts, do you like pina coladas?
Well, no.
What about getting caught in the rain?
No, that's exactly why I don't like pina coladas, because whenever I drink the bloody things, rain starts happening, and the wild magic produces these goddamn yoga enthusiasts, and I just can't get my head around it.
Oh yeah, I'm not much into yoga.
No, I'd much rather drink champagne. He conjures a glass of champagne and begins drinking it. Now, quickly, into the tavern before we lose the plot altogether.
I start pelting Rapture and the group, mostly Rapture with coconuts from the trees.
You know, I would really appreciate if you stopped doing that. Consider what the coconut feels in this situation.
And drinking it, it'll feel much better.
Red
Doink.
Oh,
Leaf.
thank you.
Red Leaf, this is not who you are.
And you see that, like, she's acting odder than usual. I don't know why.
Let's
Woof.
just get inside this tavern. I hope they don't mind giant lizards.
The coconut turns to you, Taziel, and says, "No, they don't mind giant lizards."
Excellent. Do you like having your head chopped off and when people put limes in you?
At least it gives me purpose in life.
God, the nihilistic coconut.
I'm gonna climb down and I'm gonna start arranging the coconuts that I've thrown
this-
down and
this one's
putting
my
them
coconut.
into a line.
When you
I'm
put them in a
sorry.
line,
Standing in a line.
You're not having my coconut. This one talks to me.
when you put them in a line, the coconuts begin to sing, and it's like a barbershop quartet where it's like
And I start going like, what a wonderful and lovely bunch of coconuts.
Unfortunately, Redleaf, they cast dissonant whispers on you. I've forgotten the exact spell, but I believe it's a save of wisdom. I
Yes,
believe.
I do think so. Wisdom or charisma.
I've
no.
got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Deedly dee.
13.
See them dissonantly whispering in a row.
Big ones, small ones.
Hmm.
Some as big as your head.
Let me just bring up my.
Is there also a very grumpy-looking lion around here somewhere?
Probably it's the Feywild. Anything can happen. G.
The lion, the gym, and the wizards and wardrobes.
Wisdom saving throw indeed. The DC, we'll say you pass. So, this is a first level enchantment. It takes half as much damage, and the damage is 3d6.
Enchantment.
Please take 6 points of damage, Redleaf, as the coconuts begin to sing at you. I'd separate them quickly if I were you, Taziel.
All right, I walk over and give a proper football kick to.
Make me a dexterity check.
Guys, I can't believe you're going for a half field conversion with a coconut.
So, one of the coconuts lifts another coconut with its hairs as though to lift it out of the way. But with a dirty 20, you kick both of them and they go soaring into the distance. So there we go. And from the old man comes back out of the tavern and is like, "Are you coming in or what? You tarry so much. It's like it's the first time you've been in the Feywild or something. Come on!"
Sorry. Okay.
I run into the tavern and pronounce myself. It's like, I am here. Greetings, friends and strangers.
The room sort of looks at you. It's a mixture of elves with long pointed ears, different colors, and some of them even are changing form as you look at them. There are all sorts of different types of elves. You've got the occasional high elf in here, as well as the many Eladrin and Fey, and he says the old man comes back to him and says, shut up! You don't draw attention to yourself. The Imperials are everywhere."
And
Yeah,
I shrink up and I put the mask back on, just
Yes, that's much better. Please ignore my ninja panda friend. He's going through a mid-wild magic crisis.
And she's gonna clamber up into the rafters and just hide in the shadows.
I've never accidentally made a more perfect metaphor for myself.
I wanna hide. Can I make a stealth check?
Yeah, sure, why not? As you hide with a 21 stealth, not only do you hide, you disappear. You appear in a different place altogether. We'll get to you shortly. Falja, Rapture, and Chaziel.
I'm still lightly petting Falja's scaly head, kind of absent-mindedly. Just like, oh, this is cool.
You're gonna need to get smaller than that to get through the door.
I look at Taziel with my big lizard eyes and then shrug and turn into my
Ah!
normal fairy self. You can still scratch my chin if you want to.
Okay.
It's not bad.
I thought I was the one that got drunk here in the Feywild.
Brother, this is the Feywild. Just, let it go and have a good time.
This is what you deal with all the time.
It's the best, isn't it?
Taziel,
Yes.
do not use the spell book while you are in this plane. You are in grave danger.
I put the spell book in my bag. Not touching.
We need to, I don't know, hide? Or what is the plan?
Do you think
Plan?
that the same rules that applied back in the tavern apply here? Names and faces and such?
Whilst we're in this plane, I would avoid giving your actual name to anyone if you can. Which means you should probably come up with code names for each other.
Yes, but don't discuss them here in the middle of the bloody pub.
I wasn't going to.
We are outside.
People come and go to the main walkway. What are you thinking? Come on, we must get to the secret hideout. Come with me. Now remember, what question should you answer and what should you answer it with? And he points a finger at Rapture.
I don't know. I wasn't listening to you.
Nah, Fauja.
Yes, please, more wine. Huh?
Well, okay, that's not what I was thinking, but here, have some more wine. Taziel,
That is
come
the
on.
only question that matters.
Taziel, I feel we have a strong relation. I feel like you, of all people, take me seriously.
I do. I really do. And the winter court is warm in spring. The winter court is warm in spring.
That's the answer. To which question?
The ultimate question.
No. Someone's going to ask you the question.
Yes. And they say seelie or unseelie. Or
Always
something.
go Sealy. That'll do. You know what?
Yes.
That'll do.
What's the other question?
We'll go with that. I'll just vouch for you. I don't think your friends are up to these sort of hijinks. We'll just.
I'm working on it. Trust me.
Yes, I will. Yes, I'll just vouch for you this time. He sort of like puts his head in his hands a little bit. Like, I don't know why. I never wanted to do this.
Farja's going to be on the safe side. She's going to veil herself, like in the desert, like if she would hunt assassins or something. So only her eyes can be seen. Better safe than sorry.
You go in. He goes to the back of the bar. He says, I'm going out to try some of the special ale. And the barman looks across in a sort of magical stupor and sits down at a table, because there is no fucking barman, because this is magic as fuck. Why do they need a barman? He just conjures himself another drink. This is merely a place to enjoy. Some of the people are at their leisure changing the patterns on the wall artistically. All just using magic as though it's just an extension of themselves. Like, they don't seem to be spending spell slots or cantrips or anything like this. Magic just seems to come naturally to them. And he goes out to the back to where the magic wine is. And there's a person there who says, "Where do the larks fly?" And he nudges Taziel. Go on, you can do it. I know you can.
The winter court is warm in spring.
See? They're one of us. They're bloody one of us. Well done. Now we can all go and yes, the winter court's warm in spring. I'm done with this. Let us go down and talk about the revolution. And
Wait, what?
Excuse me, what?
yes, vive the revolution. We are going to revolt against the Imperium and throw down Blue Tongue.
Are you the rebellion?
I'm beginning to
Anissa.
think that everybody here is absolutely and completely and utterly balmy.
I'll need to check with my patron first. It might be that that's absolutely the right thing to do.
Is down up and up is down, and
Probably.
I have no idea what's going on right now. I'm usually all for a revolution, but in this current situation, I'm a little confused. I may be blue, but my blood runs red.
Well, that's why we've just got to, you've just got to go. You've got to be, fluid. You've got to go with the flow. You've got to adapt to this
You guys,
new environment.
I don't want to alarm you, but I do think we are in the middle of the Fey Wars.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then I've heard that Imperials always miss their shots with arrows, so we're fine.
As you go down into this basement, Gust is standing on a barrel, giving a speech, and people are throwing gold and flowers at him.
Ira, did you know about this?
Gust! Your friend is famous!
Redleaf have anything to say about...
I'm not there, remember?
Oh.
I disappeared.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, that's...
Forja is waving at Gust, holding the wine in one hand.
Let's get Redleaf resolved. Redleaf, you appear surrounded by liquids. There seems to be no up, down, left, or right. It's very dark. Liquid quickly fills your nose as you try to breathe normally.
I hold my breath.
This is not a lasting strategy.
I start looking around for any sort of light that I can head to, any sort of,
As soon as you put your hand out, you can feel wood circularly around you.
I use the wood as a centering point and try to go up.
Yeah, you very quickly bang your head on a roof, a wooden roof.
Okay. I start going around the roof trying to find any, sort of hatch, any sort of hole.
You find a small circular object. It feels soft.
I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah, you can hold on to it, but it doesn't move.
Okay. Do I know what it is, or is it too dark to see?
Make me an investigation check.
Okay. 11.
On an 11, this could be cork.
I'ma push the cork out.
Yep, the cork pops out. Light comes in through the top.
I immediately put my mouth to the hole and start to breathe in.
Yep, you can breathe all right.
And if I can, I'm gonna try to put part of my my lips out. Can I do that through the hole?
Suckling at the teat of life right now.
I'm just hello? Is anybody there?
The whole room goes quiet as the ale barrel to the left, the cork pops out, and Redleaf's voice comes from within.
Could someone get me out of here, please? And you just see two lips just
And someone goes, perish.
Then perish.
Mr. Obama?
Well...
Would anyone like to help Redleaf? I mean, you can leave him if you want. I don't care.
Well, if I hear him, I will walk over there and take a good look and try to get her out.
How did you get in there, Redleaf?
I don't know.
Is it Brandy?
1 sec, and she's gonna withdraw in and just take a gulp.
This is sort of like muddy water.
I'm gonna go back out, not gulping it down. I'm going to put my lips outside of the hole, and I'm gonna spurt the water out. And Redleaf is gonna be like, nope, definitely not. Definitely gross.
Wow, that was unsanitary.
Yes, it was. And I'm in. I am in here. Please get me out.
Yeah, I feel the same. Please get me out.
You didn't answer my question, Redleaf. How did you get in there?
I don't know. I went to hide in the roof, and now I'm in here.
I wonder if that's how they make their drinks. They trap people in the roof. Maybe you're in some kind of acid.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I don't
Otherwise
really
we'd
want
be
to go.
dead.
Just I don't really want to like destroy a barrel in the middle of a tavern and get dirty water everywhere.
And do you want my skin to get all pruny?
That seems like the lesser of two evils.
If Gus were here, he'd poke you.
Yeah.
Gus.
Never mind. Gus, are you there? Get me out of here.
And Gus is standing at the front. There's a picture of a person with a blue tongue, and he's stabbing a wooden sword at it.
What is he saying over there? I don't understand his words right now.
I think he seems to be leading some kind of rebel insurgents. Is that usual?
I don't know. Please just get me out of here. It's very uncomfortable.
Oh gosh, Rapture, how do we do this without flooding a tavern?
You don't, unless you take it outside.
Let's take. Maybe we should just take the barrel. But
I could destroy the water inside.
Wait, what do you mean take the barrel out?
You're in a barrel, dear.
Yes, I know.
Yes. So we could remove the barrel from the situation and get you outside where you won't make a mess everywhere. Or we could just
Okay.
roll you along wherever we go from now on. Would that also suffice?
Yeah, that's okay. Just get me out of here quick, please.
Rapture's just stood again, like at the entrance with the full-on like One Punch Man okay face.
Well, there doesn't seem to be anyone really in charge here. Should we just roll this barrel out and then bring it back as if nothing happened?
One of the patrons comes up to the barrel that you're all talking to, turns the tap, muddy water pours into the glass, but they just prestidigitate it clean and then flavor it
Hey,
like fine
hey,
wine,
hey,
and
you,
just
you.
turn the tap off again.
Hey, you, get back here. Let me out.
Huh? What?
I will fart in this water. Do not touch me.
That's just swill. We just prestidigitate it into fine drinks.
What do you mean, Swill? Wait, I'm in Swill right now?
Well, no, I meant, metaphorical swill. It's
Look,
very
would you mind if we took the barrel outside and get this poor fool out?
Why don't you just get him out?
I didn't want to,
I'm a
get the
woman
towel.
right now, thank you very much.
All right.
Well, fine.
Seems awfully touchy about this
fine.
whole gender thing. We're all just, it's very interchangeable here. Are you new to the
Well, you know
Feywild?
what? Maybe some of us don't want to change around.
Well, all right, you don't have to. No one's forcing it
No,
on
buzz
you.
off, shoot.
All right,
Drink
okay.
your Swill.
So the problem, Redleaf, is whilst I have several methods that would result in breaking the barrel, I don't want to risk breaking you.
I don't care, just get me out of here.
You said it.
Oh no.
And I will. Oh, I want to Eldritch Blast the barrel.
You can. There'll be no check for that. You Eldritch Blast the barrel. Please describe what you are hoping for.
I'm hoping for the barrel to just burst, and like break open, and yeah, the water will go everywhere. But as the water falls, I want to finger guns prestidigitation and turn it into like fine wine or something.
Okay. So now can you tell me what the just the Eldritch Blast would look like with ×2 magic?
Firstly, it would look like this.
It outside. Just wrenched a board open.
They said to just get on and do it. So the Eldritch Blast, the Eldritch Blast would look like this big, almost like bubbly teal green burst of light, essentially. And I imagine like all the cracks in the barrel would like glow for a second before it explodes.
Yep. Okay. So Redleaf, you feel warm
Wait. No.
as the water begins to boil around you and expand, and then burst.
Oh well, there goes the last of the summer wine.
My hair is completely frizzed off to one side, just boom.
As you start prestidigitating things clean, Tazzy, one of the other patrons comes over to you and puts a hand on your arm and is like, "Don't use your magic that way. Don't waste it." As magical brooms hop up and start cleaning things.
Oh, all right. Okay, thank you.
Up next, Night on Bald Mountain.
I'm gonna get up, dropping wet. Gonna march over to Rapture, and I'm gonna grab him by the arms, and I'm gonna say, "Rapture, be a dear, and please slap me right now.
What? No, I'm not going to slap you.
Slap me."
I
Wait.
just sort of look past to Tazio, like,
Mm.
just lightly pat you on the cheek.
Harder than that. And she's gonna slap you. Psh.
Ow, you know I'm not one for violence. Get someone else to do it for you.
Tazzy,
Yeah.
slap me.
She actually slaps. I was waiting for the left hook. You know, the knuckles, the...
And
Talk to my friend.
Rapture, sees like the slap, and Redleaf goes a little bit blank for a second, and is like, "Thank you.
Welcome.
Sorry about that. When I'm here, I tend to get a little bit more fey than usual."
That's all right. Did you want to go and check up on this revolution that your familiar seems to be hosting?
What?
And again, you turn around and you see Gust up there going, with this little wooden sword. Going, "Ah!" He now has battle plans out. There's like a picture of a castle. And he's leaning over it and going...
Gusticus Revian.
Can I just inject shortly while they were having all those discussions about all the how to get Redleaf out of the casket? I reconvened with Gust, and I'm now steadfast supporter of this revolution. So I'm standing on a table and I'm waving my scarf, drinking summer wine, and yelling "Viva la Revolution!"
You were helping him pull out the model of the
Yes.
castle. Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
seen
with
Lenny's
Druidcraft, I
Yes.
create the things. Yes.
And people are just throwing flowers and gold at him, at Gust, calling him the savior, calling him Gust the Divine. As of course, last week Gust got the wild magic surge of becoming amazingly famous, which in this world means they just become divine.
You totally should team up with Dave. Dave the Divine and Gus the Divine. And Alice.
Run
Fine.
over to him, and I'm gonna grab his ear. It's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm gonna like hold him up.
As soon as you do that, the whole room stands, drawing weapons.
What are you doing? Put him down.
That is our noble leader!
Yes.
And he's my familiar. What is going on right now?
That means
Gus,
he's your
what is going
friend.
on?
You should support him. Not manhandle him.
It's like, I thought I sent you to the what's it called? The arcane?
I cover Ira's ears.
Gust.
Don't listen to him.
Your name is Gusticus Baresius. Yes, it is. That's what your mom gave you. That's what your dad gave you. That's your name that you've had for hundreds of years.
Did you ever
Yes.
actually give Gust a sock or something?
I'm gonna grab from my pouch. I'm gonna grab one of the bags that I have, and I'm gonna stuff them in the bag.
You stuff Gust in the bag.
Yes, I stuff Gus in the bag.
Okay,
What
please
are you
roll
doing?
roll initiative as the room runs to attack you.
Oh.
They did stand and draw weapons. In my eyes, that's fair warning. Um,
11.
I didn't think this through at all.
I feel like that's the same feeling across everyone.
That's the point.
Welcome
guys.
to Wizards and Wardrobes, everyone.
That'll do. Yeah, that's probably gonna have some magic and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. We'll use that. We'll just call it random Fae. Now, listen. Hang on. Did I get initiative? Yeah, they did. Oh, okay. Oh, so Falzia is also there. Okay, so Falzia, you currently have initiative. If anyone else would like to join in, you may. Tazil, is that?
No.
No.
I'm not going to attack Redleaf, but I'm going to grab the sack in order to free Gust, who's the leader of the revolution. You should not treat your friend like that. Let him go.
She lets go of the bag. She's got a steps.
Be among us and be free, I say, and open the bag and let Gust free.
Okay. Next will be the room, and they say, you can't treat Busticus X like that.
Rat.
Y'all know that I can just snap my fingers and he'll be in timeout, right? That's how this works?
Trial!
Tree?
Trial!
I snap my fingers.
Nothing happens? Haha!
Wait a minute, no, Gus, we signed a contract. What is going on?
His sword starts stabbing the blue tongue.
You should have told Lee, Rat, the fine print.
In the event of any major revolution.
You realize you can't break that. Like, and I guess Redleaf is just gonna just sit down, I guess. Doesn't know what to do at this point.
Cool. So, the old man is sitting in the corner. He did not join those who stood. He just watches.
I look over at him. Are you not entertained? That was what you wanted, right? Being entertained?
Yes, entertainment is indeed interesting. So tell me, do you intend to see through your familiar's plan and take out Blue Tongue?
Who is Blue Tongue?
The Imperial leader. Leader of the Lark's Court.
At this point, I would like to turn to Rapture and be like, Rapture, this will probably surprise you, and it's not something I do very often, but I kind of want to find somewhere quiet to concentrate for a minute.
I agree with you there. This is all a lot.
I mean, I was fine until we started seemingly joining up with a revolution, and I just want to make sure I'm on the right side.
Right, I'm all for revolutions, but only if the person we're revolting against is revolting.
Exactly.
Yes.
I feel like I just need a little bit of guidance.
Yeah, we're not much context here for the current situation, is there? No script.
No, not really.
No.
I might just find a corner somewhere. Just see if I can get anything from the paper.
Woof.
I didn't know dogs were in this tavern.
Yeah, Fey dogs.
Oh, blink dogs.
Anyway, sorry, concentration. No, don't get distracted by puppies again.
It's like I was like, I'll just be like, there's a spare corner over there. Go over there,
Yeah.
and I'll make it so you won't be disturbed. I'll cast minor illusion around my sister to be like Solid Snake cardboard box.
Okay, and I'm just going to like kneel down, try and concentrate, and I just want to try and see if I can reach out and get anything from my patron, just at all.
Okay, so your Fey patron says things are all backwards here. Get out as quickly as you can. Find me. I'm in the Rose Court.
Thank you. Okay. Do I open my eyes and see that I'm in a box?
Yeah, it says oranges on the side. You put your hands through it. I'm like, oh, you're done. Right. It's the box away.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Okay. So I have an actual direction now, which is more than we've had.
Is it not here? Please say it's not here.
It's not here. Okay.
Good. Right. Redleaf, Forja, we're leaving.
Yeah. We need to get to the Rose Court.
That's right. For once, I'm being decisive. Let's leave, please.
I agree, full-heartedly.
Have we new information? Is Dave there?
Maybe. I don't know.
Someone who can help us find Dave is definitely there.
All right then. Let's spread the idea of freedom for all.
Yes. Let's gather more information before we make a choice. We don't want to accidentally make the wrong choice and hurt people who don't deserve it.
I'm not intending to hurt one, but is freedom not a good thing?
Yes, freedom is always a good thing, and 100%. But we just want to make sure that we're not being tricked.
Yes, right
that
now.
You're not being manipulated by someone. I know
freedom is
you're
a conversation to have when we're not in this tavern.
Exactly. So
let's leave.
Go.
I finish the last bit of summer wine in my cup and place it on the table, jump down from the table, like, all right then.
And I will nonchalantly, as I do everything nonchalantly, walk back upstairs and out of the tavern.
Leaf will follow close behind.
Right.
Okay, and we'll just we're gonna move on. So as we leave the tavern, how do you decide to leave this area of the Feywild?
Did Taziel's patron give her any guidance as to direction, or is there anything that we can see in terms of direction as to where the Rose Court would be?
Do I know the direction of the road?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I probably asked.
There's a literal Fey here. Yeah.
Leaf is our guide.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you're feeling a pull. You're feeling a pull in a direction. It is away from the old man staggers out. Where are you going? Are you leaving?
I needed some fresh air. We'll be back.
Oh yes, I'm sure we'll be back at some point, Jim. Do save a seat for us while we're gone.
So he, Jim, as you are outside the pub, transforms. He stands tall into the image of a tall Eladrin with a blue tongue. Says, "Well done. You saw through my little jape. Try and revolt against me. Go with the favor of Blue Tongue and enjoy my little book."
Oh, I will. Thank you.
And a portal opens in front of you. You cannot see where the portal goes to.
Where exactly is this going?
I will take you to the Nexus. The place where you can choose whichever court you wish to go to. We came with up as part of the expansion. You can see where all of the ley stones are to all of the courts.
Alright, is this a place we can rest? A few of us are lacking in our capabilities for the day.
Yes, you can rest there.
Good. Well, Blue Tongue, I'm glad that you're not someone to revolt against. Or perhaps you are, and in time we'll come to that. But for now, I'm glad for your assistance.
Yes, thank you.
Let's get going, shall we?
Yeah. Okay. And
Yeah, I will go first through the portal.
I'm probably hesitating for the first time all day, but I will follow my brother.
That's right. It's assertive rapture time. Look what you've gone and done now.
Damn, this doesn't happen often.
Gone and made and make a decision.
Okay, so we're going through the portal.
I'm gonna turn to Blue Tongue and we'll say, this isn't gonna send us somewhere insane, so go to where we need to go. No
Yes.
tricks this time.
I am the master of the Lark's Court. Everything I do is a trick.
Fair enough.
Now go through the portal or not. It matters not to me. And he snaps his fingers and disappears. Leaving you with the riddle of the portal. Does it go where he said or doesn't it?
Well, two of the party have already jumped through it.
Do I stay or do
What's
I
this
go
here?
now?
I turn to Rapture.
Rapture's gone. Rapture and Taziel
Rapture's
have
gone.
jumped.
Now
Faustia,
you
did you
can-
go as well?
I just listened to that exchange,
Uh-huh.
and I say, I still believe in freedom. And I step backwards to the portal. Viva la revolution! As I leave.
Red Leaf just kind of sighs.
As you have a moment alone, Gust comes rushing out of the pub and like tugs at your trousers.
Hey,
Well,
it wasn't a very nice a trick, you know. But they're right. I should give you some more free reign. No, don't start. They're right. I do need to give you some more free reign. I shouldn't just snap you away just because something happens.
He produces one of the purple flowers that people was throwing at him and offers it to you.
She bends down and gives him a small kiss on his head. There you go. Come on. And she scoops him up, and she starts to walk towards the portal.
As you start walking towards, Gust says to you,
What did he say? I heard no, not that way, but
as a reference to the labyrinth. Don't go that way. Never go that way.
Leads you
Wait,
right
you
to the
can-
castle.
Hold on. Wait, sorry. You've been saying things this entire time as Gust?
I mean, I clocked that.
yeah, he's been saying stuff. It's just hard to tell what he's saying.
I thought he has been like messaging you what he has been saying
No,
the entire
he's
time.
been saying stuff.
Yeah, no, Gus speaks
It
common.
makes sense. It makes sense that only the familiar people could understand them. Come on, Rapture.
We've broken Stuart. He's broken.
Mine is blown right now.
Don't do drugs, kids. This is what happened.
You see it a way for us to get to the Rose Court that doesn't involve going through the woods and meeting a hag or a red cap. What did he say? I'm sorry, I can't.
That was not a sentence.
Pixie. I couldn't understand that. What did he say? Strat?
Falja, the daughter of the desert. Come on.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's definitely what.
she's already gone through. I mean, she's already gone through. Might as well just move through. So. And she's just gonna walk through with him.
As you get through, it's sort of like before where everything's changing but nothing's changing. You step through, all of you, into, let's use a movie. It's sort of like going into the mirror plane in Doctor Strange, okay? So you can see everything around you, but it's like it's behind glass and moving differently.
Wow.
As Redleaf steps through, the portal entering in closes.
Oh, good. You're all still alive. That's a good sign.
So it would seem, unless we are illusions and we all died.
That's possible.
No, yeah, definitely possible, but
Been there, done that.
I'll
Wouldn't
start
recommend
poking
it.
A rapture in the side, on the hip.
do you
No,
mind?
you're real.
Unfortunately, I am.
Come on, Ratchet. We're gonna meet the patron. I mean, I've wanted to introduce you to him for years.
I know. I'm very excited about all this. It's hard. It's hard to be a little more. I'm a little less defensive right now because I'm currently sitting on no magical power in a place I don't know, which I'm being told is very dangerous. It's...
Do you want to rest here? I mean, we were told you could.
I'm sure there's a place around here that's.
I mean, if you just want to like rest for a bit, we can watch over you, or one of us can, and the rest can take a rest.
I would suggest that we go through the portal on the other side. We don't know if this will close before we...
What portal on the other side? The entrance behind you closed.
But you
Look
said it's a
around.
crossroad, right?
No, Blue Tongue said it was a crossroads. I just said it was a mirror plane where you can see like glass all around you.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's any sort of path or door nearby.
Nope.
If I look at the mirror long enough, can I see the desert?
If you stare into the mirror long enough, you can see anything you want.
Too
No,
much summer
that's
wine, I think.
Fausha, don't stare into it for too long. I don't want, you might. It might show you weird things meant to make you. I don't know. Things meant to trap you in here.
Huh. So we need to go to the rose court?
We need to go to the Rose Court, and we appear to be in a mirror-lined box of some sort. I mean,
There's
What
another
happens if you-
trick.
So we're
what happens
being
if you
tricked
smash
again.
it? Other than 7 years of bad luck.
Or
And
step
this is
through the
exactly
mirror.
why I did not want to come.
Maybe
Well,
just
we did-
step.
Hmm?
Maybe you just concentrate on where you want to go and then you step through the mirror.
I mean, that is a lovely solution.
Or you could just bump into it and we'd be stuck here for the rest of our lives.
Well, it doesn't sound like it would hurt to try. Only I don't
Thank
know
you.
what the Rose Court looks like. Ridley, have you
Yeah.
ever been there?
I've been there sometimes.
What's it
Redleaf
like?
says, waiting for the DM.
It's maybe we should talk about something else.
All right.
It's like, and she just kind of just like, so enjoying your time here.
Yes. I am.
It's a shame. Fasha?
Yes? Step through?
Quite a far ways from your desert, was it?
Yes.
So where exactly are you from?
I'm from a different plane of existence.
What made you leave?
I had no choice.
Sounds like me.
I did not want to leave. I wanted to save my mother and Lucian, but, well, magic and wishes did come in the way.
Well,
And I
here's
real-
hoping in the future you can go save your mother.
Yes. I realized that I'm most likely too weak to save her now. So I need to gather my strength. And maybe allies? I'll smile at you brightly.
Fausha, when that figure stepped through the portal, you said something about someone had trapped your mother somewhere. Did someone someone was hurting her?
Yes, I do think so. That person was my father.
And I take Farage's hands and I look into her eyes. Listen, if you help me help my patron, I promise I will help you free your mother. Is that fair?
Will you not only help me free my mother, but also Lucian?
I mean,
He's my friend and he's trapped there with her, and I think she's bound to him and he is bound to his father. And that is so in a way, to save my mother we also have to save Lucian.
I mean, I wouldn't exactly say no. I don't even know if and when we get back from the Feywild in the first place. I have no idea what's going to become of the tavern. I mean, it wasn't destroyed, but we're not there, and there was a portal opened and all sorts of madness. So.
Oh, there's also an assassin in our basement.
Oh, shit. Yes.
Yes, there are assassins afoot. Not a good sign.
Yes, there is an assassin tied up in a fridge, and they're probably going to be dead when we get back.
I'm not quite
Well,
sure what that means, but
Depends
yeah.
on how time works. We could end up going back centuries from now. We could be going back mere seconds.
Would we? I mean, could we go back in time? Does that ever happen?
I've heard of things like that. Usually it's time gets faster or slower, but going back along the path tends to be a little bit more difficult.
Rapture, what if we could see Lucia and Kira again?
Don't wish for that. It's gone, Tazio. You know that.
Who are they?
What was it
The,
they always told us? Don't look back. Look forward.
Their mother and
I know.
father.
No,
Hmm.
no.
They might as well have been.
Yeah. But if there was, never mind. It's like, yes, you're right. Rapture, you're right. Of course, you're always right.
I wouldn't go that far. I think you're the authority in this land over me. Of course, Redleaf takes precedence over either of us, but
I'm just winging it, brother.
yeah, that seems like a general feel.
Fajo, what do you make of this place? Do you see a way out? I know that Gus said that maybe you could get us to the Rose Court, but I don't know how that would work.
I don't know. I mean, I have used portals before, but they always ever led to one place. So, or at least as far as I knew.
Scrad, what does Relief know about the Rose Court?
They are indeed. They were set up probably in the last couple of years you were here. They were, excuse me. They were a charitable organization that set up a court away from the other politics of the summer, winter, and spring courts and all that sort of thing. The Rose Court was all about beauty and helping people who got lost or trapped by the machinations of terrible politicking. They often take on the people who are more cruel victims of Blue Tongues. Or at least people who would have been like Blue Tongue back in the day, the tricksters who took it too far. They would have often helped those sorts of people.
Okay. Well, at least the place that we're going is a little bit nicer.
Right, but it doesn't get us out of where we are.
We'll start wrapping on the glass. Ding, ding.
Fauji, did you want to try that idea you had?
Yes, we can do that. Take my hand. And I focus on what I imagine the Rose Court to look like. I imagine a place full of people who look like that weird guard. And I imagine the taste of the summer wine and all that stuff. And I close my eyes and I walk towards the mirror.
Mm-hmm. You hit the mirror. But
I would like to go to the Rose Court, please.
When you open your eyes, you can indeed see that the place around you has changed. Outside the mirror, it looks like sort of what you imagined. Lots of rose petals, lots of wine and guards. You're there. You just need to get out of the mirror plane.
I feel like some good old-fashioned brute force is in order.
I'll leave that up to you and Tazio.
Hello, in there. Can we get out, please?
As-
Well, I don't think it's wise to fire an Eldritch Blast inside here, so I won't do that.
As you knock on the glass, everything seems to shake.
Hey, maybe not a good idea.
I think we're in a bottle on a shelf.
I'm gonna wrap my arm with my cloak. I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna wrap it around. I'm gonna grab my rapier in my hand. I'm gonna take the handle and I try to smash through the glass.
Please roll me a strength check. Or athletics, if you prefer.
Well, I'm not very good at this. So. 10.
On a 10, there is a loud ring. Each of you will feel the effects of a mild headache as the glass does not smash.
All right.
Sorry.
There's one more thing I might try. It might go horribly wrong, but at least it's something. And I would like to cast Blink on myself.
Yeah, okay. So Blink's the one where it happens like every 6 seconds, right? Every 6 seconds you
But then
maybe blink.
Yeah, and then if you can try and appear 10 feet away.
Yeah, okay. So that'll happen in some point during the space of the next couple of minutes, and you can try and appear 10 feet away. Sure enough, you see Taziel appear on the other side of the glass.
She did it, I say.
What does it look like from Taziel's perspective?
Well, Taziel, it does indeed look like a rose-covered court. Some people around you are surprised to see you. They're like, oh, are you okay? Where did you come from?
Hello there. I came from, and then I look back to where I think I was. If there's any glass implements or anything. Right. In about 10 feet in this direction, myself and some very good friends of mine were in some sort of glass box or mirrored glass box. It was like some kind of mirror dimension. And I phased out of that.
Have
Flaming.
you been in the Lark's court?
Unfortunately, yes.
Ah,
Do
okay.
you know how I might get my friends out?
Yes, definitely. She pulls out a small trinket, which is not a ring that covers 2 fingers. Instead, it is a knuckle duster. And she punches the air in front of her, and all of you, the glass will shatter around you.
Where can I get one of those? That's amazing.
Oh, well, each of us in the Rose Court carry one because of the japes of the Lark's Court.
That's
Welcome,
very nice.
travellers. Welcome, one and all, to the Rose Court.
Hi.
I try to figure out who's the roof mistress here. As I look around. And
Roof mistress?
She means the owner.
who's
Owner.
the leader?
Well, we're a
Commune.
a commune. Yeah, we work together. Once a week, we change who makes the major decisions.
Oh.
Um,
Okay.
we don't like non-elected sponges around here.
Hmm.
So you are all spokespeople for freedom.
Fully automatic luxury gay fey communism.
Well, yeah, certainly. I mean, we can all have the same rights as everyone else, right? We all have oodles of magic, and she conjures more wine.
Where's the Archfey?
Ah, you know about the Archfey. Well, perhaps you can help.
Let me guess, they've gone missing. You're not quite sure where they are, and it's all sort of going a bit wrong because they're not here.
I've received messages from them. They told me to come here.
It's more that they seem to have been trapped in some kind of plane of death, plane of sickness.
What do you mean? What happened?
What?
Waterdeep on a Saturday night.
Yes, I've been there actually. It was a hell of experience, but not quite like the Rose
Oh,
Court.
you should have come to our tavern. Anyway.
I did actually. I was disguised as a human.
We are getting sidetracked. Show us where.
Yes, it will be difficult. They are in this plane. Anyone we send to that plane seems to leave their mind behind. Or rather, they leave their mind there. When they return, their body is not much more than a shell. However, we can communicate with them whilst they are there. And they report that the Archfey is terribly ill, stuck in this plane, along with a bird person in an orange cloak.
Valja!
Dave!
Well,
Put them there. What caused this?
Well, our guess would be the usual, but we have no evidence.
Who's-
Usually Blue Tongue.
Should have stabbed
How
him when I had the
dare!
chance.
there will be plenty of time for stabbing Blue Tongue.
We've gone
What
from
does the what does
never
the
been.
what does that plane look like?
The way it's been described, it smells strongly of chemicals. Everything is white and like tiled or linoleum. There's large beds made of metal where the blankets are tucked in horrendously sharply. It's very clean and very terrifying.
You mean a hospital?
Asylum.
It doesn't matter, we've got to get there.
Yes, we have to save Dave. And the others, of course.
Yes. Is there anything you can give us to give us some sort of resistance to this magic of disease or necrosis?
Well, that's what I'm hoping you can help us work on. We're trying to design some apparatus to give immunity to...
I have always had a kind of, at least a necrosis. I never kind of seem to be affected the same way as others. Would part of me be able to help?
Definitely. Now, we have been working on some apparatus. Perhaps if we take some of your blood, it could be the missing ingredient for the magical...
Well, you can stop yourself right there.
I already
I
had a knife out, like...
I understand this. There's a lot of information right now. And this is a very strange situation. We have just met you.
Yes.
Since we've got here, we've had tricks and strangeness played upon us, and you're telling us that my sister, the only person in my life who is actually some form of relative to me and the person I care deepest about, has to cut herself in order to give you blood.
Oh, no. We have some amazing glasswork. We can just take some out with this little device, and they pull out a syringe with a long needle.
You know, I'm beginning to think that the Rose Court here is a little more deranged than they think.
They are... Rapture. Last time that I was here, they were set up to help people. They seem to be doing the exact same thing here.
If this is what we have to do to find the Archfey, then I am 100% for it.
Please,
Oh, I understand that.
don't
it's
rush into a
just-
decision. Please don't rush into a decision. You all
Well,
look
there you go.
tired.
You're talking sense. For a
You
moment.
all look tired. Why don't you come back to an inn, get yourself some rest? We'll get you some food and wine, and you can relax. Do you all have magical ability?
I do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, we do.
You could say we are a full caster party, if you, as
Okay.
it were.
Well, you should find magic easier here. We've had people come from other planes before. Stop putting all your effort into casting like you do back on the plane. Just imagine things that you can normally do magically, and it should just happen.
To what degree?
Well, for example, if I've heard people talking about cleaning themselves, which is, a popular magical thing. We all like to be clean. Well, stop thinking I'm going to cast clean myself, and just imagine you're clean, and your cantrip, as you call it, back on your plane should work.
I imagine my hair is bright lime green.
And everyone will see your hair slowly change bright lime green as if you'd cast the cantrip in the normal plane.
What you're saying is that the usual functions of spellcasting are null and void here.
Well, not null and void, they're just easier. I've heard people talk about this before. So a spell that would take a moderate amount of effort from me could be a spell like Polymorph. I need to concentrate and use some of my effort, but on your plane, I might need to spend a week preparing and gathering my energy before I could do it, which is her way of narratively describing to you that you can cast spells at 2 levels lower and have... So basically, if you cast a level 1 spell slot, it's going to count as a level 3.
Okay.
That's cool. It doesn't really make a difference to Warlock, but it's cool.
Well, Warlock, you cast everything at level 5, right?
You cast everything
I'm
at the
casting-
highest level.
Yeah, at the moment my level's 3.
Yeah.
Ah. So all of your spells will go up 2 levels as well.
Oh, okay.
Chaos.
Sudden.
So I could cast a wall of water with level 1 spell slot. That's what I'm saying.
I can
And-
cast Mind Spike at level
Suddenly, Taziel is a 9th level warlock.
5.
All
The
right,
magic
well,
is strong here. It can be damaging, it can work in unexpected ways, but usually it'll work the way you intend. Just be careful to keep your mind focused when casting magic. Like as if you were having to concentrate at home. Concentrate, don't let your mind wander because it's easier.
all right then.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
You show us to an inn.
Yes, come with me. And she will lead you to a fine inn, where you can all dine on fine foods and drink fine wines, and find yourself becoming well rested very quickly.
Rapture, we should come here more often when it isn't on a life or death mission.
Yeah, and maybe with a little more guidance.
Think of
I've
how quickly you could practice your magic. You could progress so fast.
right, but that's not part of it. Right? I don't want to progress fast. I don't want to use shortcuts.
I know.
You know, I've spent a long time and a lot of effort getting to where I am now. It feels slightly cheap to just be because I'm in another place, I can be better. I'd rather put the work in.
It makes sense.
Also, your patron and my best friend are stuck somewhere where it's very dangerous, from the way it sounds.
But at least they have each other, right? I'm sure they're getting along wonderfully. Can you imagine Dave and the Archfey? Comrades?
I'd rather have had them here with us, so
So would I. But at least Dave isn't alone, right?
that is true. Although that place sounds very nasty. I don't
does,
like the
yeah.
way it sounds at all.
Do I? And if I can help make it so all of us can travel there safely, then
Mhm.
with any luck we'll get them out, and we won't have to suffer too much on the way or get trapped ourselves.
My only question here is, are they telling the truth?
And isn't it easier to find someone who can cast Wish, and then we just wish him to be there? Yeah, here where magic is easy, right? That's what they just told us.
I suppose so in some way.
I know that they're telling the truth.
Well, I can't
What?
argue with that.
No, I believe you, Redleaf.
I just wish we had a little more information on things. I feel like we're being ping-ponged around here. No real hand of our own is moving us.
Well, the patron told us to come for the Rose Court, and they wouldn't have done that unless the Rose Court were trustworthy in this particular stance. I trust the patron.
I trust you. I'm just feeling a little disjointed. This is nothing like the plays of adventure I'm used to.
Yeah.
you,
I give Rapture a big hug.
I never wanted to come here. Y'all know that, but things have changed now. I suppose out of anyone here, I should tell you the truth and no tricks. And she kind of like reaches for a glass and just kind of sips some wine, kind of lounges up against the wall and says, "The Archfey is my father. And if he's in trouble, that means that someone, that Blue Tongue or whoever's done this, is probably what's also behind the wild magic surges back home."
Wait, your dad is my patron?
And she kind of looks down. Doggo, stop it! Trying to do a thing. What's that, guys?
Come here, you.
Okay. Yes.
So
My father is your patron.
So are you like my magical sister-in-law?
I wouldn't go that far, but
I had one sibling this morning, and now I have two. And I hug Redleaf as well.
she kind of pulls back. It's like,
Congratulations! Family's very important.
I've never had that much, so yes, it is.
It's interesting being back. If he's gotten himself into trouble, then that means that he's either being Archfey father is powerful, but he's not infallible as much as Archfey tend to believe themselves. We should proceed with caution.
Yes. Yes, we should. Wow.
I'm sorry that I didn't tell you.
Is that why you hung out by the tavern so often?
Initially I was curious. I didn't know what the inn was, and then I heard about your patron, and that's when I put two and two together.
Makes sense.
I mostly did it to keep an eye on you two.
Never did ask why that was.
I mean, besides making sure that you all didn't end up in jail again.
That was one time, and I got out.
I was never actually in jail.
No, he wasn't. I took the fall for that one. I made sure he wasn't.
And I made sure that your bail got paid. Remember?
Yeah, you always did seem to have a bit of coin.
So.
Yeah.
Now we gotta decide if we're going to leave or stay and help.
I've got to stay and help. Whether or not the Archfey is your father, the fact remains, the Archfey has my name, and I signed a contract. Slightly unwittingly, admittedly at first, but I owe them a lot.
In your head, you just hear, "Thank you, Taziel."
And you just see me kind of click at someone who isn't that.
Certainly more than
Be
I can say.
careful with your new knowledge. And Taziel, you'll immediately know what he's referring to, as you realize since you've been carrying this spell book, any spell that you have seen cast, you have learnt.
Silent image was one of them.
I need to make notes.
Hypnotic pattern.
Burning hands and entangle. Good
Wait,
berry.
So
No.
these mechanically, these things I
sorry,
could add to my
you-
list, or
When you see them, the spell book knows them,
right.
and you can. There's. I'm not going to tell you all the mechanics at once because narratively you wouldn't
Yeah.
know.
No,
But
no, no, no.
as you look through this, if you were to look through the spell book, you recognize the spells, and if you look through the pages, you can see they are written in the pages.
So something I haven't shared with the rest of you yet, purely because there's been so much going on. This tome that I received, it says in here it is the property of Blue Tongue. And
That's that he didn't
Val's
find out about that.
Farouche's father gave this to Dave, who gave it to me.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Probably
investigate the spell
some-
book if you like.
Yeah, I think that's probably worth doing at this point.
Okay.
Can I
Sounds-
help her with that?
Yeah, anyone that Taziel is willing to share the spell book with can
Absolutely.
investigate. We'll just take straight investigation rolls. It's intelligence based. Let's do it.
And I would like to give her. I know she would get advantage anyways, right?
Yeah, let's see what all the investigation rolls are, and I'll reveal the information in parts. Okay.
Mine was so average.
Oh, we are supposed to roll then in that case.
Okay.
Hell.
So, Tazi and Valja, you can see that the book does indeed have the spells in. On a 17, you can see, Rapture, that these spells are spelt wrong. So, for example, what was one of the spells we saw earlier?
Hypnotic pattern, silent image.
So, hypnotic pattern doesn't actually read hypnotic pattern, it reads hypnosis pattern.
This spell book is not working quite right. I mean, as far as spell book works, it's just a repository. The spells in it so far, they're not written correctly. It's not the right spell.
But what I don't understand is, in the past, I mean, I have stolen your spell books more than once, and you know this. I haven't really been able to get spells from books. It's not really my way of doing things.
No, it's,
But I feel like I kind of understand these.
which means the book is the power, not what's written in it.
What
And this power belonged to Blue Tongue.
As Redleaf reads through, he will find an imprint on one of the pages. She. Thank you for correcting me. She will find an imprint on one of the pages, which is where writing has been, and actually this fits in really well with your second wild magic surge, which was if you're touching. And we're going to modify it heavily. The original one is a non-D&D one, which I did request in the Wild Magic Surge list. It is, if the target is touching someone, it can... If it targets touching someone's forearm, they can see what they've typed. So we're going to go for, you can feel what this was being originally written as. And it reads that, with attunement to this item, one will gain a major beneficial property, a minor beneficial property, and 2 minor detrimental properties.
Scrat, is this an artifact?
Yes.
Oh no. What? So does the outside look like nice and peaceful, or does the inside, or does the outside look like dark and evil and?
It looks like a tattered sort of spell book that was once grand. Also, it says whilst you are attuned, you can counter misspell.
That's not in the DMG.
So when someone goes to create a spell within 60 feet of you, you can use your ability to add, remove, or change up to 2 letters of the name from that spell in order to create a new spell. The example they give is if you see a hostile creature attempts to bolster an ally with the spell Fly, you could respell it to Fry, so it deals fire damage instead.
Or cure wounds to pure wounds.
Heal to seal.
Precisely. Counter misspell.
Vecna, I swear to God.
Yes!
If this is what I think it is, okay. So out of character, and in artifact, for those in chat who don't know, are extremely powerful, extremely almost like quest focus, world destroying or altering weapons or spell books or like. So to put it into perspective, Wand of Orcus, which is the main wand of the Demon Lord Orcus, is an artifact. The Sword of Cass is an artifact. The Eye and Hand of Vecna, Dragonkind orbs. These are all artifacts, and
And now we have one.
Wait, so anyway, you can also cast a spell from the book by tearing out one of its pages. You can do that 6 times a day, and at midnight the pages will restore themselves. But of course, they will be misspelled.
Would you know before you cast it what the misspell was?
We would agree between us.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
Redleaf is gonna pale. Does she know that it's an artifact?
She does, and on your 23 as well, you'd also notice that the My Spell Book by Blue Tongue has actually been added way after the rest of the book was created.
Has he?
Yes.
Show no one this but us. I mean it. This book isn't just a book. This is a weapon of great power, greater than
that's
most.
Exactly what your father told me.
No, there are people that will want this. They will kill you for it. They will kill all of us for it. And if this was Blue Tongue's, as soon as he finds out that it's gone, he's going to come for us.
Which reminds me, how on earth was he unable to tell? We were right there next to him. I have the book.
I don't
Do
know.
they already know?
They might. They might be on their way. We need to be careful.
I'll keep it hidden. All right?
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
I don't know what my father is thinking.
Hey,
He
hey,
always
hey,
does
you-
this. He always does this.
As we are getting pushed for time, as this argument begins to break out between Taziel and Redleaf, we will pan up on their restful argument and away. Yeah, and we'll come back next time to see how this resolves. Okay, you guys, so thank you very much for today's session. I hope you enjoyed the Feywild at a scrap. Apparently it's just mostly Monty Python. I didn't even realise that was coming. It took me by surprise.
That's approved. It's great.
So we'll go in reverse order this time around. Starting with Stuart, please tell us what your favourite part of today's episode was and where we can find you online.
I mean, the favorite part is obviously Jim, the Enchanter, because Monty Python. But you can catch me online at I am Hadama on Twitter. And you can see me on Monday nights on twitch.tv/Susanna Grace, where I am the DM for Curion and Adventurer's Tale, which is a full 1 to 20 D&D campaign, ye olde style, and you can also catch me on Wednesday nights, tomorrow night, over on Susie's channel as well, where I play Davalan, the Ponty Elf Paladin in Bike Club, Susie's Curse of Strahd campaign. So look out for both of those.
Cracking name, Bike Club. I've linked those in chat, so please do look them up. Also, chat, let's start getting... Oh, yeah, no, Sheena's already on it. Warcry. Good, we're already on it. So next around we go to Chorus. Chorus, same questions, please. Sorry, my throat's going.
I did not expect to be in a campaign where an artifact was featured. I guess that's my favorite part, besides the ninja bears. Things just got a whole lot worse, and also good at the same time. Kind of flabbergasted. But I am Koros RPG. You can find me on twitch.tv and twitter.com at Koros RPG. I tend to talk about D&D and a whole bunch of streams. I have my own show called Firelight, which is where I take a new guest each week through their own personalized one-shot on Saturdays at 1 p.m. But I will not be doing that this week. Instead, I'll be running a game for Scraticus called Dungeon Crawl Classics, and we'll be running him and a couple of guests through a meat grinder of sorts. Besides that, I currently we're working with Soul Bear RPG to produce a new show that they're going to have called the Shattered Eye. I'm going to DM and through a sword and sorcery game, and the application process has been closed, and now we are reviewing these forms. So be ready to find out who's going to be part of the cast in probably by the end of the week.
Awesome.
That's it for me.
Fantastic, thank you. So next around we have Talinia, or Rachel Denton. Amazing artist, by the way. You might have seen some artwork today on Twitter of the twins, Rapture and Taziel, as younger children.
It was beautiful.
So
young vagabonds.
do check that out.
Yes, I am at Talinia on Twitter. Like you've probably seen, I spam a lot of artwork for various campaigns that I'm involved with. I also make D&D jewelry. I make necklaces, bracelets and stuff out of all sorts of dice that I kind of collect. And I have an Etsy store, which you can find pretty easily through my Twitter page. In terms of other streams and games I'm part of, I play Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition on Mondays. And my group, Blood on the Thames, which is that on Twitter as well. You can find that, again, easily through me. We stream on Mondays at 7 p.m. UK time. I think it's 2 p.m. Eastern time. And come along, and it's absolute chaos. Find out what happens when two vampires are trapped in a car and one of them starts frenzying. That's what's going to start our session next week. But yeah, had an amazing time tonight. Lots of revelations and crazy stuff happening, and it was so much fun. And my favorite moment, there were so many favorite moments. The coconuts will probably stay with me. I considered them, and they were great.
Awesome, thank you. I'm glad you liked that. One of the things in the book is quite often there's so much magic in this plane that random objects will just become sentient. So I thought, hey, why not? Last but most certainly not least, our favourite desert druid of the land, Falja. Oh, hi, Tahina.
Only desert druid.
Well, yeah. I mean, you didn't have to say that. You know, you could have just...
Hi, everyone. I am Tahina. You can find me on Twitter at Tahina_Andale. If you liked the Feywild, you should check out the Mage College, where I'm working with my good friend Derek, Archmage Derek, who's going to DM later here on the channel, and his wife, Kana. We have the She as a race out, the Noble Fae, and we're working at Fae and Wild, Calliope's and Firiana's Guide to the Feywild. So that fits perfectly with this theme, right? And when you don't see me roll dice here, you can see me this Saturday at 11 a.m. EST on Goldheart Gaming as we play Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Last time we were about to enter a tavern and someone's brain just exploded out of his head and run off. So yeah, it was that. And my favorite... there was so much today with exploding ninja pandas very high up on top of my list. But I think my favorite moment was when Taziel made it so that we are a party now. We have a common goal. Finally. So I think that was my favorite moment.
Direction. From all the chaos, there was some direction.
Yes, absolutely. That was very well done.
Excellent. So I'm glad you had a good time today. Let's quickly go through my links and stuff. Here are my social links. We've got Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. They're all kept up to date. They can find out where I am, what I'm doing, what we've done, or come and chat about all the things that we've done in an inclusive environment. Those are where you need to do that. If you want to come and get into a game, DM me on Twitter. That's the best way to get hold of me if you want to get into a game, and I will get you a game. Probably before Christmas. If not, soon after Christmas. Just let me know, and I'll get you a game. We also have a Patreon where you can support us, as we are now full-time. You can also support us by buying our merchandise and showing it off everywhere you go to all your friends and family, and when they ask about it, you can be like, oh hey, go and check out Twitch TV, /Chronicus, because that's how you all sound in my headcanon. We also have our sponsors, Bird in the Storm, who will be creating some content for us in January, and Mage Hand Press, who I was using items from their Feyfolio today, which you can pre-order on their Dark Matter website, and you can see their Space Dark Matter pre-review there in those links. I mean, if you want to see that in action, come along on Thursday at 1 PM EST also. Lastly, we have a competition you guys should check out. It was number 3 that won Exploding Ninja Pandas. So there it is without hype. Here it is with hype. If you could spam that when we get in there, that'd be very much appreciated. Today, we're going to go and raid someone new. Someone that I lurk in their chat quite a lot because they've got a pretty voice. Their name is Balian. And what they do is they play Skyrim. And they only ever play characters with one life. So when their character dies, they roll a new character. Every time. And they give each character a new voice, and they go through, and they just, that is their main thing. I've seen them play other games, but the main thing I see them doing is one life characters in Skyrim. So let's go and check them out, and spam the chat, everyone. We're live 1 PM, 6 PM, and 10 PM, Mondays to Thursdays, 1 PM on Friday over on the Greyhawk channel, and 8 PM on Friday every other week. This week is our week for Lady Blackbird, so check that out. And I look forward to seeing you all over in Balian's chat. Keep evoking emotions, everyone. We'll see you later. Bye!